what you need. True crime stories, secrets they'll feed. Say that gossip and political heat. I said what I said, bring. I join the channel, it's what you need. True crime stories, secrets they'll feed. Say that gossip and political heat. I said what I said, bring to read. Truth comes but we're never late, yeah. Diamond stories is our fate, oh no. Welcome to a place where voices speak. Tune in now, indulge every week. Who's in the spotlight, who took the fall? We got the scoops, we cover it all. From high society to those who recall. I said when I said stories that will enthrall, yeah. Truth telling squad, we're never late. Oh, no stone unturned, we're here to relate. Well, what's your name? Welcome to the channel, it's a bubble streak. Subscribe and join the town every week. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. What's going on tonight? Welcome to the I Said What I Said channel, Truth Telling Squad. Sorry, that was my TV in the background. I wanted to make sure you guys could hear me because I've been kind of having some technical difficulties. I'm in EV Mux and I still can't, it still didn't show me the video on my computer screen. So I don't know what's going on with that. I hope the video played for me tonight because it's going to be very difficult if it doesn't play. But we're going to be reviewing the calls that phone calls from prison had the other day when Lamont, Sonia, and Buckwheat talk about his Rico charges. So that's the video that I want to cover tonight. And so welcome in everybody. I'm glad to see everybody is in. Um, Over here visiting me on the truth at the Truth Telling Squad. I know I haven't been on in a while, but I'm trying to get better at that. Trying to get back, into the swing of things. And my Waiting to Exhale channel, we're still doing that channel also, but just trying to get my business partner back on track because once you stop doing something, it's very easy, to just not do it at all. And so I'm trying to get my business partner back on board, and she's been warned. If she's not ready by next week, I'm going by myself. And so that'll put her on the stick. Sometimes you have to give people a little threat to make them do what you want them to do. So let me go in here and speak to everybody in the chat, and then we'll get started with Buckwheat and his shenanigans. So look like Chick-fil-A is here tonight. Hey, Chick-fil-A, thank you for being here tonight. Hey to you, hey, let's talk about it all. I'm glad you guys followed me over here to the channel after leaving Lady T-Bug's channel. And we have the Real Brown Family Chronicles. Thank you for being here, and we all know who that is. And hey to I think I said, well, hey to you, Jay Blake. Thanks for being here tonight. Happy Thursday evening to you, ma'am. Hey to you, Cross Country Cruiser. Hello, Leo lady. I hope you made it home by now, or made it to your destination. I know you said that you were still driving on the road, so I hope you made it to your destination safely. Hey, X Complicated. Hello to you. Thank you for being here tonight. Hello to you, Simple Sally. Thanks for being here. Hey, got my good sis, Alice, blessed child of God. Well, welcome to the Truth Telling Squad, Alice. Glad you're here tonight. Hello to you, Tanya B. Hello to you, I am Coco. And so far, I think that's everybody that's here so far. And so if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit the like sign on your way in, please. And let me pull my banner up because I don't want to forget that. I normally forget about it. So I'm going to just go ahead and throw that on there so, that I won't forget about it. And so let me try to get back to my comments here because it looked like I got two more comments that came in. But yeah, so I'm just happy to see everybody. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Hello to you, Miss Jazz. I see you're in the house. Thank you for being here tonight. And Alice, you know you're gonna have to close your ears up because you know I'm finna talk about Buckwheat, so you know it ain't gonna be no nice session talking about him because um Buckwheat be working my nerves because he always trying to play like he don't know what's going on and he don't know them folks and he always trying to act like he so innocent and don't know nothing about nothing when he know he guilty of everything under the sun, allegedly and more than likely. Every most of the charges that he was charged, I'm pretty sure he's probably 99% guilty of most of them. And so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And like I said, he do works my nerves, trying to act like he's so innocent and everybody lying on him all the time. And y'all know how he do. I guess we must be having some type of internet issue because I tell you, I'm having a hard time trying to get my systems to work. And maybe I should have refreshed my router here. But technology is what it is. Hey, Vic to the Veil, thank you for joining us this evening. And also, too, I know this is a weeknight, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up in 2 hours, guys. So I'm not gonna even review the whole entire call because it is an hour. And of course, I always try to get the interesting part. So I got the second part of the call when Lamont actually, come on the call and start, saying what he got to say and doing his little shenanigans. So, um, that is what it is also. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and cue the call up. So when I get ready, um, when I get ready to do the call, it'll already be ready and it'll already, be pulled up so I don't have to worry about trying to get it ready. And so, and I really haven't been on social media that much this week. So the only thing I've been keeping my eye on, of course, y'all know I'm a big politics fan. So basically, I haven't really been on Facebook that much or TikTok because I've been really watching the news a lot and watching Agent Orange a lot. Because you guys know I keep my eye on him to see what he's gonna, what he's up to and what he's doing and what he's doing to the country. But I do want to remind everybody, and this is not, I'm not going to be talking about politics. I'm not going to make it political, but I just want to remind everybody that right now we're doing early voting. Most states have something that they can vote on. And so if you haven't already voted, just, keep an eye out for that. And, find out what's going on in your state and see, if you can participate in the process because the more people participate, the better off that we're going to be. I feel like we're in the trouble that we're in now because a lot of people didn't participate last time. And so I just want to encourage everybody, to try to participate in the process if you can. I know sometimes it get hard, and that's why I recommend that everybody do the early voting because when you do early voting, you don't have to wait in line. You can basically vote any place that you want to. So if you can't, um, like on your way home from work or whatever, and they have a voting poll, then just stop by and put your 2 cents in because we need everybody to participate in the process if we're ever going to get out of the mess that we're in now. Hey to you, SBK. Thank you for stopping in, sir. Appreciate you stopping by. And also too, guys, I just want to let you guys know that SBK, Miss Jazz, and Alice, all three of them have a channel. And I think Alice, are you a moderator? I know Vicky is, but I think Alice, if you're a moderator, go ahead and put those channels in the chat for me. So if people want to subscribe to you guys' channel, they can. And if y'all see any other content creators, come in the chat, then just feel free to do that. I don't know if Nestos is a content creator or not, but I see Blessed Elder Vaughn, who is my AKA business partner, who do the Waiting to Exhale channel with me. She's in the chat also. And Vaughn, make sure you put the Waiting to Exhale um, channel in the chat. So I know you're a moderator And I'm just trying to look at my phone. Okay, so Nestos, you're a moderator also. So yeah, if you guys can, and I know you and Vaughn know about who's a moderator when they enter the chat and who's not. And so, but yeah, if you'll put those channels in there because we all want to try to follow each other. And I love to shout out other content creators because it's more than Buckwheat that's on the YouTube streets. In case anybody else want to have some fun, you want some inspiration, go to Alice channel. You want to have some fun and be at the bar on Saturday night, baby, we be over there cutting up on SBK channel on Friday and Saturday night. He always have real content, and a lot of times we do, just real content, everyday stories on his channel on Friday night. But on Saturday night, it's open bar, and they be over there taking their drinks and doing what they do. We talk about everything we want to talk about at the bar. So it's like open bar, and you can bring up whatever conversations you want. Hey, to you, Ebony, thank you for being here tonight. Oh, you said you missed my shows. I'm gonna try to get better, Ebony. I'm gonna try to get better with it, and I appreciate that, sis. Like I said, once you get out, once you stop doing it, it's very easy not to come back. It's very easy just to hang out at everybody else's channel and be on their panels and just do content with them. And so, and hey, let's talk about it all. Thank you for joining us tonight. But I am going to try to get back in the habit of doing my show. And I did a show last week too, Ebony. I did. I'm really into doing this pop the balloon mess. I don't know if you guys have seen that on social media or not. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with it. But I actually did commentary on the show on it last week, and I had a nice time. I enjoyed it, and really, that's another reason why I haven't. I really don't know what's going on in the social media streets because hell, I've been glued to the TV watching Pop the Balloon, and I just think it's so funny how they're gauging dating people these days, and the way that they critique each other, and sometimes they pop the balloon because somebody don't like what somebody have on, or somebody don't like a nose ring. Very, to me, is real petty stuff because a lot of that stuff that they say that they don't like, in my opinion, if you guys talk it out or whatever, not saying that you're gonna change anybody, but you can compromise on some few things. So in my opinion, um a lot of times they missing out on good potential partners because they're critiquing each other on the wrong things. And even if you just do, even if you find somebody on the show, it's not a guarantee that you may become a couple. But if you're looking for somebody and you're trying to get out there in the dating world, then I think they ought to try to put some of their likes and dislikes, kind of put that to the side a little bit and get to know that person. And then maybe you can understand why they do some of the things that they're doing. Um, and okay, SBK, I got you. I feel you. Hey, Shan, thanks for joining us this evening. I see that you came into the chat. So I'm definitely going to get the show started because I know you go to bed early. So hopefully you can, stay up and kick it with us. Hey, to you, AK, thank you for being here tonight. But yeah, SBK, I am gonna start trying to, I'm gonna migrate back to the channel slowly but surely. But like I said, I'm hooked on this pop the balloon. So yeah, I'll be doing shows on that because it's funny to me, and y'all know how I am. I like the ghetto version because the ghetto version is funny to me. They're not all uptight and they really being real down to earth. And I like the guy, the host that does it. His name is Too Cold, and he's been going around to a lot of the states. He started out in Indiana, and so far he's been to Texas, Indiana. He's been to Missouri. He's been to New York. He's going to California. He's been to where else did he say he went to? He went to, 6 or 7 states, and I'm not naming all. I think he went to let's see, where did he go? I know he went to Florida, Texas, Indiana, New York, California, and he went to Georgia and he went to Chicago. So his name is the name of his show is called Kicking It with Too Cold. And like I said, if you look on my page and look at the last live that I did, you can actually I leaked his channel on that page also. So if you want to check his show out, check it out. I think you get a kick out of it, because there's so much going on, and sometimes you want to laugh, and in my opinion, that's gonna make you laugh. And he's doing all kind of shows too. It's not just young people. He have the BBW, the Big Women channel, Big Beautiful Women channel. He's doing Big Black Men channel. He's doing the LGBT channel. He does seniors. He does young people. So he's doing a variety of different type of channels. So it's not just one group of people that he's trying to find a match for. And hello to you, Chocolate Drop. Thank you for stopping by. And I am Coco. Yeah, yeah. Coco, I think you were on that live when I did that live last week. Hey, Sunshine Rain Garden, thank you for being here tonight, sis. But yeah, it's funny. And several different content creators, several different people do the pop the balloon. But I like the one that's called Kicking It with Too Cold. So, if you don't like that one, that you got a lot of different ones that you can, choose from. It's a variety of shows, but yeah, it's something that I'm into now, and it's gonna be one of my new shows for now. And I'm gonna be doing content. He actually gave me permission to do it, so y'all know I'm finna run with it. And so let me just go ahead and get the call ready and queued up so that we can get ready for our best friend for right now. So let me pull that up that way, and let me take Tanya B down. And let's get started with the call.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
Fine. Why you?
Cause
Why you?
I'm still at the same spot. They probably gonna put me on Zoom. That's probably why you saw that Zoom court thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably be going to Zoom at 9 or 9:30. You said.
9 o'clock.
Yeah. So that's another hour. I don't know if you know that or not, but you probably do.
That is Zoom.
Yeah.
Let me text him. Hold
Yeah.
on.
You can text them or call her or whatever at 8:30. But I think if I remember.
No, I'll text him now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So I don't know what my brother talking about because he can't. It ain't no courtroom. He got to go to Zoom.
Okay. I'll tell him.
Okay. As you know, about 10 o'clock, love. You
Yeah.
sound like you were sleeping good.
No, I was in the bathroom. Fixing my ponytail so I could be at work by the time 9 o'clock was here. He is. Hold on.
Okay,
I got my glasses on.
huh?
I don't have my glasses on. I think it's going to be on the computer too. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you had your glasses on when you're trying to come pick me up.
Right.
I'm not doing no driving, no nothing. I'm just gonna sit back, get ready, get the dust off my ass. I can get back to it. It's just so beautiful.
He's very optimistic. I know I keep saying that, but y'all, this is when he was keeping hope alive. It say 3/9/2023, so he hadn't been in jail that long, and he actually thought that he was gonna be getting out pretty soon. This is when all of the charges actually haven't dropped at that time, and but he was still optimistic, and he was making fake plans with little Scooter to come and pick him up, and he said he want to get the dust off his butt, what have you. Now keep in mind, Shirley said his clothes were smelling outside, like outside, when he was free. So he wasn't interested in washing his butt that much when he was free. But all of a sudden, since he been locked up for a few months, now he need to, get his butt washed out really, really well. And I'm pretty sure he probably do want to get the jail stank off of him. And I hate it when she do all this mumbling, because like at the beginning of this call, I couldn't even right. I couldn't even understand what she is saying. So I'm glad he made her laugh, because once he wake her up, because she played like she was in the restroom, right? And so I don't know if when she go to the restroom, it makes her mumble or it makes her feel bad or what. I can't, testify to that because, we do know she got some stomach issues. And so I don't know if it make her stomach hurt or, make her, how you feel bad and you just start mumbling or what have you, kind of put you in a bad mood when your stomach hurting. But he made her laugh, so maybe we can hear her talk a little bit better. But yeah, he said he need to get the dust out his nasty butt, and probably was dusty when he went in there, in my opinion, based on what Shirley was saying.
Right there yesterday. Man,
I know, right?
man, it was so good to see the sky, man. We don't take this shit. We call it take it for granted. But is that right? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't take it. We take it for granted.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We take it for granted. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
That's popped up.
I think she
I'm
dying.
gonna
I
try to
think
go
she's
back to
asleep
sleep.
because she yawning.
yeah, I
Kind of
popped.
threw myself off.
Me too. I popped up too at 3 o'clock. I'm arguing with the damn African.
I think it's a Zoom call because he's still at Fulton Jones.
Huh?
No, I'm talking to your brother.
Hey, Royal, thank you
Yeah,
for joining us.
Yeah.
What time do we go to? It's a Zoom call.
9 o'clock.
So is he going in at 9?
Yeah.
It starts at 9.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up.
What?
I don't like this. They didn't give us no heads up to let us know that Pope Chop was coming on the line, aka Lamont. And so now, Buckwheat is going to have a call. And like I said, hey to you, Royal. Thank you for joining us tonight. They're going to have a Zoom call. And so Buckwheat is trying to get Lamont to go to the call, I guess. And he's telling Sonya what time she should be on the Zoom call or whatever. So I guess Buckwheat just want a little support when he go to court. I guess he feel like it's gonna help his case, and it's gonna make him look good to see to show that he have support. And from what I'm told, it is good to have support when you do go to court. It's good for people, to be there to say that they're on your side, or just to know that it's good for the judge to see that you have somebody that believe in you. Because what you don't want to be is accused of a big of a lot of criminality and look guilty because nobody is trying to see you through your troubles, or nobody is there to try to hold you down. So basically that's what he's doing. He's just trying to get him a posse to be in court with him on the Zoom call, which they should be able to make it because they don't have to drive down to the courthouse. The Zoom call is just what that is. So they can actually get on their phones or get on their computers, and go to court with him. Hey, CW, you said you just want to give your support and you'll catch the replay on your way to work tomorrow. Okay, CW, we appreciate that, sis. And so, but yeah, I don't like the fact that they didn't, give us heads up that, Pope Chop was getting on the phone. But let's see what he got to say about everything.
Courtroom is it?
Even though he probably ain't showing up.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, might have heard that.
Hey, man, I'm trying to make it out here, man. I got all kinds of shit going on, man.
Hey, I see the city getting full out there. Yeah.
Man, shit goddamn just fucking goddamn, man. Nobody got no money, man. I've been in Paris for fucking 3 weeks trying to get some jump started. Everybody, my people trying to get themselves together. They done fucked up all the money and shit. This is all crazy, man.
What?
Hey, Jackson Tabasco, who is his people? And you ain't got no money. What you doing going to Paris? So that don't make sense to me. But okay, I'm a digress, Pope Chop. But you say you ain't got no money. If I don't have no money, I'm not going out of the country. So it's just another excuse. And you guys notice how Lamont get on the phone. Pope Chop get on his phone telling all his problems before Buckwheat can start telling his problems. That way Buckwheat won't ask Pope Chop for no money. I feel like that's what he be doing every time he get on the phone, because he never gave Buckwheat the opportunity to start begging before he started complaining about what he got and what he ain't got.
Yeah, my folks tried to get a couple loans on their houses. That shit fell through. Put a property up for sale. People couldn't qualify. That fell through. Man, really just trying to keep shit afloat, man.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah, exactly. It's ugly. That's what they say out there.
And then I was just gonna hold on to the other spot.
Hey.
I'm holding on to it until you go to court today, and then if they don't say which way that is, then I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the other spot up there at Buckwheat. But I was just holding on to it just in case you needed to make a move.
Now, I'm not gonna keep stopping it, but I'm gonna let y'all listen to the call. But this is the first time that I've heard anybody say anything about his businesses, about trying to, anything pertaining to try to keep the business open or, keep it going, any type of legitimacy. That he actually have a legitimate business, whether it's in his name or not. But I don't, y'all can put it in the chat if y'all heard somebody else say anything about anything else that he had going on. So I was very surprised when I heard this phone call. And shout out to Phone Calls for Prison too. I forgot to tell y'all. I forgot to throw that out there. Shout out to Phone Calls for Prison for allowing me to use their content for the call. And the call is linked in my description. But this is the very first time that I've heard anybody say anything about his businesses that he, had or supposedly had or what have you. And so, like I said, I was totally shocked when Lamont brought that up and said that he was actually doing something, to try to help it keep it going and, to see if he was going to get out. To, he was trying to, give it some time to see whether or not he's going to continue to, I guess pay the rent on it or, keep the employees. He's not really saying what he's doing to keep the business open, but he is, it's like I said, it's the first time that I've heard anybody say anything about anything he had going on. And hey, Eve got many faces. Thanks for being here tonight. And Coco say he in Paris, Kentucky. That sound about right. I am Coco. You say, Leo later said, Ernesto businesses were non-functional before July 2022. Okay, Leo lady. So that's why we ain't heard nothing about his businesses then. And the Real Brown family say Lamont is supposedly talking about his house. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll continue to listen because I didn't really, listen well when I heard the call on Phone Calls from Prison. Because after the first call, I kind of got disinterested listening to little Scooter talk.
So at least that way you'll have what you need.
Yeah, the same spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect then. That's perfect.
Cause I'm gonna go and get me another place if they don't make no move today, then I'm just gonna go ahead and just terminate the lease over there and then move to another location. Move to another place.
Okay, so he is talking about the house.
At 9:30 this morning. Can you hear me?
Okay. Is he physically going in there?
No, he's
No. Because they didn't take me over there.
Yeah, he's still at listening. So what you're going to do is,
Well, shit, just put me down to visit Saturday then.
yeah, hopefully they gone by then.
Okay. Well, I'm saying if they don't, I'm just speaking if they don't move a certain type of way, just put me down for Saturday.
Lamont know he ain't going to go see Buckwheat on Saturday.
I saw him Sunday, so this week will be considered.
Okay, but I think
he said it is. He said it is gone. The attorney said it is.
Okay.
So it is gone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you the Zoom link.
Well, I sent the attorney a message and I asked him had he heard anything. He told me he didn't know that, and the judge hadn't made a decision.
No, but today though.
Not yet, because of the court. Today he'll know.
Yeah, it'll be on the day.
So the Zoom link would be. You have Zoom on your computer?
What's the Zoom link?
I'm about to text it to you.
Yeah, just text it over to me.
And then you just go to post that way.
But other than that, you doing all right, bro?
Yeah, man, just ready for the day. Just ready for the day, man. I'm hoping my man come on out with a giant king on his head today. Yes, sir. You know how he talk. So, yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for today. I'm just gonna sit back and I can't do nothing wait. Just sit back. Let him do what he gonna do. He been right so far. Okay, I'm gonna get myself together. Okay, I love y'all.
All right. Love you, bro.
30. I sent it to you.
All right.
So you could just put it in.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, but
All right, thank you very much.
So what you think? What you think everything gonna be all right, or
Oh yeah, I think so.
what you think, bro?
I think so. Yeah, he like she said that night. Shit, he got. I said, gonna last about 10 minutes. She said, no, it's gonna last about an hour because he cannot leave that place defeated today. So she's absolutely right.
let me make sure.
Yeah. But okay. So it's gonna be the day, bro. Hopefully we're gonna be, like you said, when the time is time. So I believe this is the time. Today is.
So you sound good. You sound like you're strong and you're on point.
Yeah. I know the day is the time. So and all the options is wide. So they tried the trickery yesterday. That didn't work. So yeah, we're good.
Everything's
All right.
so you don't have any new charges on you. So.
Yeah. The one thing you said, they can't.
No, you ain't got nothing new because I looked at that the other day. I ain't see nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as last week I looked, I don't know what went on this week.
You know, court rates today, so you know they're trying.
Yeah.
They're trying them. And no, everything's the same.
And one thing she said that they can't indict me and just indict them. So if they indict them.
What?
There you go.
Hold up. That's not true. That's not true. They don't have to wait till they indict her before they indict him. And there she go, putting her own street logic, her own street lawyering into this case. And that's part of the reason why he's more in my opinion, that's part of the reason why he got so many charges, because these calls could be monitored or was monitored and recorded, and he's going by her logic. And so the DA and the prosecution, everybody can do whatever they want to do. They don't have to do what she say that they need to do. Hey, Karen, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being here. And hello to you. It was somebody else that came in. And if I miss speaking to anybody, y'all just charge it to my heart. Oh, okay, it's real. And Real, I saw that. You talking about he got a curl on his head. I thought it was supposed to be like tapered down. If you're looking at this picture on the screen, the one that I made was just anime, so anime could have made him a Jerry curl, because they doing the cartoon version of him. But that's not true. What he just said and what she's agreeing to, because at the end of the day, like I said, you can't control the prosecution. You can't control the DA. You can't control the police. They can do what they want to do, and they can charge him when they get ready to charge him. And so that's you're lying, Buckwheat. That's not true. So stop going by your street logic. That's why you're in trouble right now.
That's what she said.
Yeah, because he's conspiracy to her charge, so you have to indict her.
Yeah. So that's all
Right.
So I'm looking good today. I'm thinking all options is the right out.
She got a hearing today at 1 o'clock.
Who, me?
That girl.
Oh, she do?
I mean, I'm sorry. He had it yesterday. He had a hearing yesterday at 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She had a hearing yesterday at 1 o'clock, and she got another hearing on the 28th at 5 o'clock.
And she got one today, too?
She had she had a preliminary hearing on the 1st at 1 o'clock. Then they gave her another hearing on the 8th, which was yesterday at 1 o'clock. And now she got another hearing on the 28th at 5 o'clock.
That's a bond hearing. So she got
It's an ORCA motion hearing at 5 o'clock is what she got.
What's an ORCA motion? What that mean?
ORCA motion is because during COVID, they called this program the ORCA program, where they were trying to hurry up and get people through their cases. That's what that is. So it's an ORCA motion hearing.
It's an ORCA, not an OCA.
Okay, so that means they gonna go through the cases or they gonna try to indict?
I don't know. It's just a motion hearing, but I don't see no motion filed in her case.
Okay, so what happened for the 1 o'clock yesterday? What was that?
They don't say anything. They don't give no, I don't see no documents filed to say anything. What happened on the first or what happened yesterday with her. We had a preliminary on the first, and they still don't say what happened. They don't say anything.
And they had another one. And they had another one today, yesterday.
Yesterday she had a hearing. Yeah, same time you had a hearing.
So that worked out perfect. Okay.
One thing about Buckwheat, he know about Erica and when she going to court. Now he don't know nothing about when he going to court, but he definitely keeping up with Erica when she going to court, and he know all about her Oka court hearings and procedures and all of that. But he never know anything about his case, but he definitely keeping up with Erica Kane's case. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that out there. And Vaughn, yeah. Listening to her gave him false hope. So that's absolutely a true statement because he felt like she was a person of the court because she told him she was a legal paralegal, and so she gave him all kind of street education about the law and what she thought it should be and what she thought it should not be. And so by listening to her, um, listening to her spew out all of this, what she feel like it should be, all this street lingo lawyering, is what really kind of confused him and got him, and kind of got him caught up away. Okay, so he's having a rude awakening right now, and he's learned not to listen to everything that she say, and he also learned that she ain't the lawyer he thought she was. Okay, even though she claims she never was a lawyer, but he saw her as a lawyer in his eyes. She the closest thing to a lawyer in so many words.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Buddy did. He tried to. I get it now. I understand. Okay. Yeah, I'm be okay today. My man got it. He got it.
Yeah, she had him in both her cases.
Huh?
She visited with him on Tuesday, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
She don't have anything filed on her behalf. She went to court on the 1st and on the 8th. Okay. Well, go wash your face.
Okay, there I am. Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, get yourself together and holler back at us after it's over with.
Oh, yes, bro.
Okay, love y'all too. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
All right.
Thank you for using Global Tellink. Please hold.
I bet he is too,
Hello,
Vaughn.
this is a prepaid call from an inmate at the Cobb County Adult Detention Facility.
From who?
To accept this call, press 0. To refuse, your current balance is $3.18. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I go back to court on the April
11th.
How you know?
He said
I
Pete
was in
cross
court.
country.
Oh, you was?
Oh, you was?
Okay.
I was in court. I'm seeing you.
Did you see that shit? Did you see how that I ain't gonna talk. I'm not gonna.
See, he be over there doing the mannequins there at the judge, so he ain't really looking around to see who in court and who not in court. But she said she was there in court. So yeah, Leo lady, I caught that. I just caught that. He said, she said she was in court. But cross country cruiser, he said it was from Pete. That's what I heard through my headset. And Rio said he knew Erica he knew Erica had them nails for his coffin. That's right. So they kept up with Erica more than they keeping up with him. Okay. Like I said, he don't know nothing about his case, but he know everything about Erica's case. Um, and the Real Brown family say, I don't give a ham sandwich. What no say Lamont and Sonya was in the same space. I don't give a ham sandwich. What no says Lamont and Sonya was in. So you're saying that they were in the same space is what you're saying, Nestos, because when you sometimes when you're thinking and you're typing, it don't come out the way that you mean it to be. So you're saying that you think that they were together is what basically what you said. I don't feel like that they were together, but everybody got their own opinion, and so if you feel that way, you feel that way. But she said, "What? No one, or nobody." Yeah, yeah. That's what she's saying, that she felt like that they were together. I just don't feel that way. I don't feel like Lamont have even entertained her at all. And if anything, he was just, in my opinion, Lamont was just trying to be nice and appease her so that she can do what she's doing, and that's take care of his boy. Cause the more she do, the less he have to do, in my opinion. So that's just my opinion. So you guys can, have your own. I'm not mad at that.
So I don't want to say nothing negative. But,
He is so adamant.
yeah.
Is that the one? Is that your DA?
Yeah.
That old man? He just
Yeah.
had a baby?
Yeah.
But the hell? I was like, that must be a sin. There's no way that man had a baby.
I'm telling you. Now, did you say?
He ain't gonna get that baby in the high school. He's so old. Shit.
Yeah.
She said she had an order, but apparently they didn't file it.
Yeah. Did you hear
So
that?
I wonder who had the order. I came in on it because Ralph called me in the office and shit, and I walked out. So when I came back, I got the tail end of it when your attorney was talking.
Always late.
Yeah, she said she wasn't aware that it wasn't sent in. That's what she said. Yeah,
She already ruled on it.
Yeah, she been ruled on it.
So what did she say? She gave you the phone?
And she said that she gonna make sure that it's put in today. She said immediately. I thought you heard it. You said you didn't hear that part.
I heard that. I heard that part that she didn't know, but I didn't know what did she rule, that she got the bond. And he was like, "Oh, but we got some charges and some Rico we're gonna put." She's like, "Okay, well when you produce that, then you produce it. Because you keep talking about what you're gonna do, and you ain't did shit. We got some witnesses coming. Okay, it's in 8 months."
No.
He is bluffing his little ass away because this is 8 months. They don't say 8 months for you to put no shit together. What are you doing? How much investigating do you need? 8 months. Come on now.
That's sad, ain't it?
That's just really trying right there. Like, that's just obvious. Like, you ain't got shit, but you're just really hoping something will pop up. Well, we're going to get him with Rico. And Rico on what?
Thank you.
Rico on what?
But this is confusing for us. She said, I don't remember that he didn't ask her, is it going to be in today? Is the order going to be in today? She just said she's going to get it in there immediately.
Y'all notice he skipped right over that Rico. He don't want to talk about that. Sonya brought it up. Lil Scooter brought up the Rico charges. He skipped right on over there to my And did you hear what she said? And did you hear this and hear that? The parts that he don't want to discuss, he makes sure he glaze and gloss right on over that part of it. But in my opinion, they celebrates too early. Any type of small thing that happens, they think it's a win for him, and they start celebrating, and they start talking about the prosecution, about what they didn't do and what they did do. Cause see, had he kept his mouth shut, and if he would have shut her mouth up, maybe some of these charges wouldn't hit down the pipeline. But they talk too much and they celebrate too early. And so one thing the DA don't like is to be made mockery of and made a fool out of. And so they will, they can get their get back, and they can get their get back with the law. And in my opinion, that's basically what they did, is got him back because they were celebrating too early. And so the Real Brown family say Lamont was Nesto's cameraman on that RB, and Sonya is somebody he already knew. Yeah, I believe that, but Nesto's, I still don't, I just don't believe that they were together. And they may have kicked it together, maybe had a drink or had a conversation or whatever. But I just don't think that Pope Chop, I don't think he hit that, y'all. I just don't believe that. And I could be wrong, you never know. But that's just what that's just that's just what I'm sensing from it. And so you said the real Brown family said, she said immediately, but it's eventually, right? And Alice say, yep, celebrating entirely too early. Yeah, anything that any little inch that he got Alice, they were just celebrate. They were just real celebratory, and they kept thinking, that they had the upper hand when in actuality, um, the people, when the police trying to get you, they got to dot the I's and cross the T's. They got to build their case. They can't just, throw a bunch of charges out there, and if they throw some charges out there, they want those charges to stick. Okay. And they have to go to the grand jury. They have to do their investigating. They got to talk to victims and witnesses and all of that. And so it takes time, to do an investigation on somebody. And, he been in a system before, so he should know that. And she have too. So both of them know how they build cases. But I guess they want to keep hope alive, so I'm not mad at them for that. And Vaughn said being overzealous will get you in trouble every time. It sure will. You say Chick-fil-A say Poach Chop said she smelled pissy. Is that what he said? Chick-fil-A, you so funny. You are too funny. And she probably do because she stay in the restroom. And I'm thinking he probably smelled more than that based on the colon situation.
I think that's what she said.
I think that's
That
what she
must mean
said.
she don't file it like now. I had a girl file it, or after court it's done. When she's done with the, everybody need to court on. So by her saying that, if he
What
don't
you breathing
see anything,
for?
he can touch
Buckwheat?
bases with her office and say nothing's been put up yet. That's what he can do because she did say it's done.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she can. He can do that today. Now he can.
He can do that. Yeah, he can do that at the end, like around 3 o'clock. And if he don't see anything by then, he can talk to her assistant and say, I haven't seen anything. Following up, nothing,
Yeah.
nothing showing right now.
Okay. I'm just hoping I got that great favor. It was a really light case today. It was really light today, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it wasn't. Because your argument was the last time you were in court.
And that shit was deep. Yeah, it was deep. But
I missed that one.
Well, how you feel? Thank you for coming. I didn't see you on the screen. I didn't see you on the screen though.
I had my camera off because my hair. I got a hat on. And my hair. I'm getting my hair braided tomorrow. So I did not.
Did you see?
So 10 minutes into the call, after they discuss his situation, now he want to know how she feel. This ninja here.
One of the people on there, that's some of the mama, but this young boy's in that dress, and he's like about 25 dress.
With the little tracksuit on, with the tiger shirt.
Man, I said, what is the word?
I said, where you going, to the club? Like,
man.
Okay, like
there's another black lady, she's sitting in there trying to get that camera together, but this young boy's in that dress in front of his mama. He was about 25. I said, what is you on camera? What are you doing? Man,
turn your camera off. I know, some of your people.
Yeah, but
some of your people.
Yeah. She said but you did hear her say she put in an order. You did hear.
She said she did already. Yeah, that it was put in.
But she said she wasn't
back to his case.
Because that's her staff. I told you they be human error.
Wow.
They fucking be forgetting shit and be like, oh, what you supposed to do this? Like, did you do that? Because she's gonna say it once and expect them to do it. She ain't gonna remind them. She's gonna do the next thing. So that's her staff who fucked that up.
Wow.
And if the ADA knew, he wasn't gonna say nothing.
What is the ADA? What is the ADA?
Assistant district attorney. Your boy.
He know who the police is. Quick man.
I was like,
Buckwheat he know every terminology that the police use. He done dealt with the ADA before, the DA, the popo, the judge, the prosecution, the COs. He know what every alphabet is in the court of law. And why he trying to play stupid, I have no idea. But I guess he got to make her feel like she necessary, And she is kind, she is beautiful, and she is important. That's what he trying to relate to her, I guess. But you know, it makes her feel good to, you know, to feel like she's really doing something. And so Chick-fil-A said, you dressed Tomas at age 25, so hush. That part, Chick-fil-A. I know she's not laughing at the way someone is dressed, and yes, she is real. Yes, she is. And cross country, I can't even get it out. Cross country, talking about this damn nigga. Yeah, yeah. He act like he just don't know nothing. He doesn't think about Erica case, but when it comes to his situation, he have no clue. You know, Erica talked to the ADA too. I bet you understood it when she talked to him. And Chocolate Drop say, I'm back. I had to hop in the shower real quick. Okay, Chocolate Drop, thanks for joining us back. And you say, Nesta, who is that bald person in your profile picture? That's Lamont. That's Lamont. Vaughn. I made everybody a cartoon tonight. Uh, Shout out to Chat GPT for helping me make some cartoons out of these characters, because that's what they seem like to me, they cartoon characters. So I thought it was fitting to have them on the thumbnail like that tonight. You say every terminology, especially if he had a security company, right? Chick-fil-A and a scanner. Okay, so ain't none of these words new to him. Cause remember he had that police scanner in one of his cars, and he got mad because he said that they wasn't updating their information. He had been checking to see if he had any warrants. And not in one time did them warrants come across that scanner like they got to tell him everything like he part of the force. Hey, Mistress Monica, thank you for joining us tonight. And yeah. Mm-hmm. And Karen says, coming in the country in them Easter shoes, coming in the county in them Easter shoes, girl, bye. Right. And don't forget them go-go boots she had on. Please don't forget those them white go-go boots she had on. And remember them shorts she wore to the courtroom, and them big flare leg pants. She really don't have no space to talk about anybody at all. And hello to you, Oregon Cityist. Let's see. I thought he said 88. No, he said 88. Alice, you know how you talk. What's an 88? You know, you don't know what that means. He said he's going to sue that company. Yeah, I know, real. How you gonna sue the company? Because the police didn't put his warrant on the scanner. And they just said a while ago they be behind all the time. So how you gonna sue anybody? You can't sue the city like that. The only way you gonna win a suit with the city is if they do something that was neglectful while you're in their purview, i.e. jail. Other than that, you're not gonna win trying to sue the city. You can rest assured that. You better dot your I's and cross your T's if you think you're gonna win one of those cases. Hey, Thrive and Glow with Joe, thanks for joining us tonight. But yeah, you know, I hate it when he try to play stupid. It just irks my nerves.
I'm thinking some young white dude that was your district attorney.
No,
Not that old. That still look like Santa Claus.
So what? He's still a DA?
He sent his assistant in when I first went to court about 6 months ago. He sent him in and he got ate up. No, he ate me up. He ate PB up. Now this one,
but I was on right.
Yeah. Now this one, nobody else can't handle goddamn old boy right here, so he had to come. He had to come. Yeah. We're waiting. Extensive interviews. Man, you sound crazy as a motherfucker, man.
Right, extensive. Where's it at? Like, what's the owner do? That's what Creel should have said. He should have been like, okay, I'm sorry, but it's been 8 months.
This is when they had faith in Creel also, you know, they can't handle old boy. They can't handle old boy. In the next couple of weeks, you know, he trash, according to him and her.
In jail for 8 months. So anything that he could have done or that you're saying he has done had to have happened before 8 months ago. Yeah. So what are we waiting on? What is the holdup? Your case should be 8 months is a long time. So you're talking about we steal. What do you steal what? What is it? 8 months and you haven't came up with shit, and he already admitted that Roswell said they didn't have anything else. Yeah. They were like, you know, we ain't got nothing else. So what are you scraping up for, you know?
Yeah.
Let's go over it. Let's see what's going on at Henry. Let's see.
So the most I see is that's a whole nother month away if they don't put the order in. If they do another human error.
They don't put the order in. You so silly now, because now that she said it's done, had we known, he can now, if he don't see it today, he can call her office and be like, put the order out. Send me a copy of the order. Like, this order needs to be, like, it's not, like, whoever you, on your team didn't do it.
Right.
So
But
she said it's done. So it's not like you'll be bothering her. You'll be calling her team to say, where is it at? You don't talk to the judge no more because she said she did it. So now it's her assistant, her judicial assistant. Where is it at? You were supposed to do this however long ago. I wonder if she did that shit 2 days in and the bitch just had you sitting in there.
I think so too.
Right? Like, what? How the fuck? Like, because the date's going to be on the order.
It sure is, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be on there. And I wonder if the ADA can do that shit, too.
I think so too.
Because he ain't it.
I think so too. So he was. I know they was mad because I didn't go yesterday. I know that part. I do know that part. Yeah, I could tell in his face. Yeah. But you're saying the other folks, they going for that thing on the 21st, the 23rd.
21st.
There you go, in there for business again.
She got 2 hearings, and she had one on the 1st.
Okay, and the 8th, and then.
No matter how many times she went to court, at one time she went and talked to the ADA and told everything that she know, Buckwheat. So make sure you keep up with that too. Sassy Sue, YouTube changed their format and they changed everybody's names. So whatever name you have on your email address, that's what's displaying with YouTube. I think you could probably go back in there and edit your name and change it back to whatever name you want it to be. Hey, Miss Mad About Music, thank you for joining us tonight. But yeah, when YouTube made that update, they changed a lot of people names. So you guys can go in there and go into your YouTube studio and edit your you can go in there and edit your name and change it back to whatever you want to. And Coco say, if you stay out of trouble and do right, you don't have to worry about no warrants. That's right, that part. And I think the Real Brown family said that scanner was, she believed that scanner was probably illegal for him to have. I don't know. I think you have to. I don't know if it's illegal or not to have a scanner. I'll look that up, Nestos, because it's a lot of people have them, and they actually do sell them. And just because they sell them don't mean that it's legal. But I do know a lot of people do have a lot of scanners in their home. Now, he was riding around in his with his car, but I do know people do have scanners at home. I have heard of that before. And Chick-fil-A say, hey, just rambling a bunch of mumbo jumbo bullshit. Right. And they ain't got nothing else to talk about. So, um, when you can't prove your case, then what you're gonna do? You're gonna lie and deny, and that's all he does anyway. Hey, Miss Boogie Down, thanks for joining us tonight. Good to see you, sis. And 75404. So you say hi. I said what I said in chat. So I don't know who that is, but I do know that that's a Texas area code. So zip code. So I know that much. And so, like I said, you guys gonna have to go back in there and change your name so we can know who you are. And yeah, they are two fools. I am Coco, because they could have just be quiet. And even if they felt like they had a win, they could have just celebrated internally. But now they got to go all out and talk about what they didn't have and why they taking so long, and just put their 2 cents in. And when you're dealing with the police, oh, it's Cupcake. Okay, Cupcake. When you're dealing with the popo, you need to be quiet and don't give them no ammunition to use against you. Hey, Lovejoy, thanks for joining us tonight. And thank you for clarifying that for me, Coco. Cupcake. But yeah, y'all can go in there and change your names. Just like you change your picture, you can go in there and change your name again because, like I said, they're using your, I think they're using your email addresses. Yeah. But yeah, they need to learn how to keep their mouth shut. Fortunately, now they don't talk that much, but it's a little bit too little, too late. A day later and a dollar short. Because they done already told these people what they're looking for. They done told them to go down whatever rabbit hole they need to go down. they've already directed the path for the prosecution, in my opinion, because they probably didn't have as much information that they have now. Had him and her not been doing all this talking on the phone and celebrating and talking about them, you know.
She's going again. She's trying to consolidate. I'm trying to figure
They're trying to tell them how to
I
do their
don't know. It
job.
don't tell you what. It just tell you she wants for the orca motion, which is, when that bank, when they got all these cases sitting and they need to go, push the case.
push them or dismiss them.
The orca motion is just the hurry up and process of the case. That's all the orca motion is.
Oh, that's all it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a hurry up to just get the case going. But those are your cases, the cases that she's going on. It's the two cases that they're trying to say you conspired to do with her. That's just. Well, they got to push forward on her in order to push forward on yours because she's the one who actually did the shit. And they trying to say you just had something to do with her shit.
Right. So
they have to, in order to find you guilty, they got to find her guilty.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So
if I did the crime, but you conspired, I got to be just as guilty as you. The time would differentiate because you're the part they say you playing in, and it's like you both end up getting caught up.
It sounds like you driving.
I'm parked now. I'm in my car though. I had to go get my car charged this morning.
Oh, okay.
Thought I was getting my hair braided today, but no, I didn't.
Oh. Why you?
And I didn't want to be on camera because I didn't want what's going to see me either.
No, that's okay. I got that part. As long as you heard.
Lord forbid if she doing anything else other than focusing on him and his issues and his problems. Google say that it's okay. People, it's legal in the United States to have a scanner in your home. But using a police scanner in your car, state by state issue, it's legal, but also it's illegal too. Like states like Florida, Indiana, New York. And it says that you can use it as long as you're not using it to commit no crimes or for nefarious reasons. And so we know he had his for nefarious reasons because he wanted to try to keep up. He wanted to know what they knew about him. So Nestos, you could be absolutely right. He probably didn't have updated software because as he anything he does, he gonna have the peanut butter, but he ain't gonna have the damn jelly. He gonna have the Kool-Aid, but they ain't gonna have that much sugar in it. And so I can't see him, dotting the I's and crossing the T's and keeping up with the latest technology and software, even though he has a so-called security company. And so Chocolate Drop say, why is she so loud, for goodness sake? That's who she is. It shouldn't take long to do 3 braids for 6 strands of hair. Girl, Becky got the good hair and it's all down her back. So Sassy Sue say she didn't want who to see her in the Zoom. Right. And that's why she played like she missed most of it. Okay. And she could have possibly went under, she got 2 or 3 phones. So, she possibly could have went under alias on the Zoom too. So that or either possibly turned her camera off. And I don't know if they'll allow you to do that or not, when you're listening in on a court case. But it's a possibility, she could turn her camera off so they couldn't see her. Well, newsflash, silly side hen, they found her guilty and gonna find your inmate guilty also. Of course, it is of Brown family because you know what he was using the scanner for. Okay, he know better than that. We know he was using it to check to see if he was using to see if them people was on his back or not, and that's why he got mad. Say he was gonna sue the company because he did have a warrant and it didn't run across the scanner like that. So yeah, he was a little bit upset about that. Spoiler alert: Erica pled guilty to 17 charges. Right. Why they so concerned, impressed about Erica? She admit to what she done, told and gave them people everything she knew about you. And so yeah, you're toast, sir. When it comes to your fraud uh and when it comes to your what was that company he had to fix people credit? When it comes to your credit repair company, Erica made sure she shared the goods with the popo on that. So that's one that's dipped in the bag for him.
How long as I heard you, I know you.
I was there.
Yeah, that's
I
all
saw
I
that
want.
CEO coming in, sticking her head in there talking to you, but she won't. No.
You saw what? You saw what?
I said, I saw that CEO stick her head in there and start talking to you.
Oh yeah. She did. Damn, you saw all that. Then yeah, she.
I saw all that.
Yeah. She came in and told me the judges are gonna be late, and then and I asked her, say, what you think about the judge? She say she ain't good. And I said, man, I ain't thinking about that all that perfume you got on. You about to choke me to death, 80 years old. Yeah. I said, man, I already prayed on this thing, so I'm out of here. Hopefully, so.
Child, that prayer hit the ceiling and
But how you
bounced
think?
back down.
What you think about it? You think she failed? What you heard so far?
She got sassy with that one dude. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
She sounds young, but she's not.
No, she old. She older, but she got a lot of gray.
She sounds young.
She does?
Yeah, she sounds young. She sounds like she's in her 20s.
No, she just got a lot of gray hair. She got a lot of, get the whole head gray. Full of gray hair, thick hair,
so
hair,
what?
red.
She free?
I mean, she's not ugly. She's just an older lady, that's all.
So what? She free? And she got a job.
I seen a picture of her.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Okay, so you got confidence, so we gonna see. But he got the power.
We will see.
But he can be on.
We will see, boo.
He can get down today on the. Who did he call? The assistant? About this?
Yeah, he called her assistant to, and tried to get a copy of it.
Okay.
Hey, allegedly.
He can do that.
She got a file. Mm-hmm.
They talking about the assistant filer or the judge filer? Which one?
The assistant, she makes the order, her staff files it. She doesn't file anything. They file on her behalf.
Okay.
Whatever it is she say, they file for her.
Okay, but she said she thought she had got it done. She said, I thought it was sent already.
So she don't check the docket. The judge don't ever really check the docket because she got so many cases. It's her staff. She tell her staff is supposed to do what she tell her to do. So apparently whenever she made her decision, she forwarded to the assistant who dropped the ball. She didn't write notes because that's the thing you want to do. You have to write notes when your boss tell you to do shit. You're supposed to write that shit down so you don't forget.
Who's that?
Why is they worried about the judge's business? I don't understand this conversation. Why are they pressed about what the judge doing, who she tell to do what? Why is that his concern? What you need to be worried about is how many charges is coming down the pipeline, sir. You need to be worried about, what they're gonna be charging you with, and how long could you potentially be in jail. That's what you really need to be worried about. And Sonya was jumping up and down on a man who didn't even know her name. Right. And like I said, in Lady T-Bug's channel yesterday, was she really a side chick? You can't be no side chick and you're in another state and all you getting is a 5-minute call. To me, you're not even a friend. That's an associate, in my humble opinion. And just because he come to visit you in the hospital and helped you out a time or two, that does not make him your man. So I think she probably need maybe, look up the definition of a relationship, because that's not really a relationship. That's not even, in my opinion, now it ain't even no friendship. It's all if all he gonna give you is 5 minutes a day, and both of y'all said that. So in my opinion, you became a side piece. She became a side piece while he was in jail. Like I said, everybody seemed like they was getting to know him when he was locked up, because when he was out riding up and down, as Monica say, riding up and down on Buckhead, he ain't have time to get to know nobody. He ain't have time to find out how many grandkids he had, what his wife was doing, what his friends was doing, because he was too busy, doing what he does. And, making videos and faking the funk, playing like he was, Mr. Big Man, trying to level everybody up. And in actuality, you are allegedly scamming and looking for potential victims. So he was too busy to just try to figure out and try to form any type of relationship with anybody. In my humble opinion, even his wife had to had to find out who he was when he got in jail. And I would just even go this far. Hell, he even found out who he was when he was in jail. I don't even think he knew who he was himself, because he was so busy moving around all the time. So he didn't ever take no time to do no self-assessment and um, try to be a family man and try to be a productive citizen. All he was thinking about was money, 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 and who he can get that money from. But he changed her pamper. Oh, okay, yeah, that one time, real. Just because you change somebody's pamper don't make you be in no relationship. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Nestor, a booty call, and didn't even get that many. He didn't even call on that booty that much, in my opinion. I feel like she was a lick, then a mark, now a side chick of convenience. Yeah, Karen. She probably was just gonna be on the team like everybody else. He had a place for everybody. He had a reason why he was connected with everybody, and whatever he can get from whomever, then okay, yeah, you can be on the team. But like I said, and like Lady T-Bug said, she got put in this position by default because what his family and friends did was left her holding the bag. And she liked to be she wanted to save him, in so many words, Captain Save a ninja. And so she wanted to save him. She wanted he said she was coach. She say put me in, coach, and that's exactly what they did. They put her in and they left her holding the bag, and they made him her problem instead of him being their problem. So it really kind of got them off the hook, and they didn't have to worry about accepting calls. They didn't have to worry about putting no money on his books that much, because she was right there to pick, she was there to do the job, and she signed up for it. Okay. And remember, she got mad at him. Well, don't depend on nobody but me. I'll do everything. I'll take care of everything for you. So he put her in that position, and she gladly accepted. So now she got what she get. Cross country cruiser say he was busy sending people to the poorhouse, mofo. Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing, cross country cruiser. Taking people last dime in some instances, I'm sure. Jazzy say, have a wonderful rest of your night and stay blessed and safe. I said what I said, and everyone in the chat, and you'll catch the rest on replay. Okay, Jazzy, well, thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you, sis. And Real say, I think he thought she had or could get money. Well, she did sell herself like that, Real. Remember, she was saying that she was name dropping Mickey Howard and all these people that she knew, and she played like she had 17 properties, and she was the big baller shot caller. And then when it was time to put up and when it was time to put that money down, she didn't have nothing. The love of money will ultimately cause a person to sell their soul, and that's exactly what Buckwheat did. That's exactly what he did, Nestos. Exactly what he did, and he's still thinking about money. In my opinion, he think more about money than he do his freedom. He always worried about the stock market. He always worried about the housing market. He always worried about how much money is in the economy. You know, his whole disposition is all about money, 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 money. And he see where it got him, and still he haven't learned his lesson yet, in my opinion.
Other lady, I think the one she be doing the typing in the court with all that.
A court reporter, Dodo.
She is had an attitude. She looked crazy to me. Did she look crazy?
The lady that be doing the typing.
All of them girls are crazy. All of them 16-year-olds just whack. They should have had their camera off.
Hey, at least you
they was looking wizard.
You got great pride about yourself, so that's good. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your brother went too.
Oh, I didn't see him though.
He had a girl had did the thing, so I don't know if he was just listening, but
I did see her. I did. Was she had a white shirt on?
I don't know what that chick looked like. He just kept saying, my girl, she got it up, but we don't hear anything. I said, that's because the judge is not in yet.
I seen a red bone. I said, well, who is that? I'm trying to figure who that was, but it was so dark in there, like they had black blinds and shit covered down. But I thought
he was on
to court. But it was him.
Yeah, he went to court.
Okay, all right then. Okay.
My name was up on my screen, but you don't know my name, so that's what
I do know your name. I didn't see it. See, here's the thing. The screen got to flip so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if I did see it, it was a black screen. I did see some black screens up there.
It should have said S. Durham at the bottom.
I did see that. I did see
Okay,
that.
then that's me.
Yeah, I did see that.
Know my name. That is so sad.
Hey, man, come on, man. Everybody knows.
Oh, nothing about.
Nestos, that proves your point. He didn't even know who S. Durham was. So that let you know she wasn't that important in his life when both of them, when he was free. He didn't know much about her. Don't even really know her real legal name. And why is they talking about everybody? What importance do that have to his case of you talking about the red bone and the lady that's doing the typing? You know that's a court reporter. You done been to court before. Don't quit trying to play on everybody top, Buckwheat. Chick-fil-A say, hell, she was exhausted from typing all your crimes and charges. I'll be looking crazy too. That part, Chick-fil-A. That part. And all the times that you got to go to court. So I know everybody in the court system tired of him. He should be concerned about whether he's going to be on the top bunk or the bottom bunk. Absolutely, Alice. He definitely should be concerned about that. And yeah, it's a stenographer. They're worried about the wrong shit, in my opinion. Okay, you need to be worried about if you're gonna get out or not. And like Alice say, if you're gonna have the top bunk or the bottom bunk. And Cross Country Cruiser said they're cruel and evil, and they talk about everybody. Yeah, like they in a position to talk about people. I mean, it's not even relevant of what they're saying. It doesn't make any difference. He's all about scamming. Yeah, Miss Mad About Music. That's all he care about. Scamming and gossiping. Don't forget the gossiping part, because he gossip more than any woman that I've ever seen. Dang dummy, don't you know what a court reporter is? That part, Miss Mad About Music. He do. He know what a court reporter is. He done seen them 2 or 3 times, if not 5 or 10. He's the power bottom, Nesto saying Alice. Sonya's jealous because she said that Comma Lamont girl was red bone. Yeah. She's jealous of any woman real. Anybody that has any dealings with him. And these people at work, and she probably jealous because he called the lady a red bone, in my opinion. He couldn't read the names, Leo lady said, right? And he didn't even know her name. Because even if you can't read and you're illiterate, Leo lady, you should be able to decipher some of the letters. So he should have known that her name began with an S in the beginning and the last of it is D. So at the end of the day, I'm inclined to believe he, when he's in court, he always just looking straight ahead or what have you, or he'll keep his head down, or he'll just stare at the judge. He finds something to focus on, and he really don't look around that much. He really don't know who's in the audience and who's not in the audience. And so now he's just lying, trying to make us, he's, in my opinion, he lying. He didn't see her in court at all. Because he always, whenever we seen him in court, he looks straight ahead. And he don't never look, when he come in, he looking straight ahead. And then when he sit down, he looking straight ahead. So he didn't actually see her, in my opinion. You say, what the hell? She said, you don't know my name. That is ridiculous. All right. And you say, right, Chick-fil-A, that chick got carpal tunnel now. Right. With all them 39,000 charges he got. Miss Mad About Music say all they do is talk about other people. Like they got some space, Miss Mad About Music. Neither one of them have any space to say anything about anybody. Both of them doing bad, in my opinion. She don't even have nowhere to live. She living in a 25-foot RV trailer. Okay? At the age of 55 or 56 or however old she is. And if you're half a century and a half and then some, you really need a place to stay, in my opinion. If you ain't got nothing but an apartment, you need some type of stability, because living on the road ain't it, sis. That ain't it. Most people use those RVs to go camping, to go on trips, to take long trips, but they don't live in them like that. They don't make them their primary residence. Okay. They have a primary residence where they park those RVs. And when they decide they want to go travel, then they go hop in it. Okay. But she's trying to use it as a house. We need a transcript for the hearing, because listening to them, I don't know what happened in court. That's right. And you'll never know, because all they're doing is talking about people. They're not telling you about what the judge said and what really went on in court. And Miss Mad About Music said that's probably true. And Nesto said he saw Shirley Strawberry in that courtroom, though. Yeah, because she was on the stand, remember? So he had to see her. He had to see Shirley. And Cross Country said, "That's true. I said what I said. He sits there like a wax dummy. He does." And Alice says she thinks she's 57. And I tune folks out in my surroundings at funerals, and I really don't see half of the folks there. And I do the same thing, Chick-fil-A, and that's what he does when he's in court. He don't look around that courtroom. He never know who's in that courtroom and who's not, unless they're on their witness stand, like Shirley was up there. So he had to see Shirley and object to what she was saying. And but he don't. I just don't feel like he see anybody else in that court other than the judge, the lawyers, and that lady that do that typing. He see her. Okay, I think she's on somebody's sofa. Yeah, and she shouldn't be. It's my bad, Nestos. I didn't mean to give her 5 feet more than what it was. My bad. In a 20-foot camper, she's living in at the age of 57. And thank you, Alice, for the update of the age. So you say I don't even think she's in a trailer anymore. You don't think so, Miss Mad About Music? You think she's just sleeping on somebody's couch? Because I know on the previous call, she was ramping it up so she could get rid of the trailer. Remember, she started complaining about it and started, making little, giving us little, subliminal messages about how she was getting ready to get rid of it. Because when she started talking like that, I had already caught on and say, oh, she finna get ready to get rid of it. And so Shirley was looking good to him. Yeah, she was looking real good to him, Chick-fil-A. And he really wish, like Vaughn say, I bet he really wish he can take it all back and start all over again and not be out there doing the things that he was doing. Because let's keep it real. Remember, he's 61 and a half, according to him, 61 and a half, and he's too old to be in jail. Yep, that's what he does at court. You are correct. Right. When she came to court with the hype yellow highlighter toes and the black gladiator shoes, he didn't even look back. That's right. He didn't. He never, like I said, he don't be looking all around the court like that. Because I feel like he's shamed. I feel like he's shamed, and he should be at his big 61 and a half year age. He should be shamed. And should be enjoying his grandkids instead of getting ready to do another stint in the prison.
Everybody know you funny. Everybody know about you, goddamn, them balloons and shit.
Nobody knows. You don't know my name. You don't know I have like, hey.
Man, come on, man. Oh, you know what? Don't do that for me.
It's good. It's all good. It's all good.
Turn back to the. You didn't even tell me you love me last night. I started crying in the bed and shit. I said,
you know what?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
You know what? Retard. Did you get your book?
No, I didn't.
Listen, heard it.
No,
I love you.
Yeah, thank you. Call on the mail room down here and tell them I ain't get my book. I ain't get one.
He pulling a little scooter now. You didn't even tell me you love me. Now you don't care if she love you or not. You just want to make sure that she's staying on board to continue to give you them little $5 and $10 at a time. So cut the cap, Nesto.
You probably didn't get it because you weren't there to get it. They probably called you.
No, that ain't no they didn't, because I already been on their ass already.
Oh, you called them?
No. When I came in last night.
Which one did you get, the Rob report or the January?
I got the January.
Okay.
But I ain't got the Rob report. But you can call down here to the mail room, and then you can tell them, and then they'll get that on it. Because I should have had it by now.
Something else for her to do. Another order for her to do.
They deliver mail during the day?
No, in the nighttime.
Well, you missed. I mean,
all they do is they give you a pink property slip, and then they put on what they sent you, and then they write the time down. So last time when I got this due point, it was 9 o'clock in the morning. So they go to the pillbox early in the morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning. They pick all the mail up. So I know I should have, and then that one.
One came Saturday, one came the 3rd, one came the 4th. So
I should have got it. The day is the 9th. Yeah. I'm allowed 4 books, so I only got 3. So I got one more. So
you can't read them. They better have some pictures in them.
The same place.
Them books better have some pictures.
Oh,
they both came from Amazon. Yeah, I ordered them from Amazon.
Okay, well, you can call the mail room. You can call them up, and they'll tell you right then when they're gonna give it to me. I
Yeah,
ain't
that
gonna lie.
shit came from Amazon. It's Amazon delivery.
Yeah. Well, I should get it in. Well, I would like to look at it because I'm be sent here for the next day.
I would like you to look at it too, but I paid for that shit.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Sheesh. What
I'm
time you
looking
gonna
for,
call me back? Around 4?
yeah, so I'm looking for him to come visit me today. So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, because he gonna press that today. Yeah.
Well, he ain't have but $3. You
Okay.
better put some more
Yeah,
money on the
You call me
books.
back.
hey man, you did a good job because I saw you. What kind of shirt? He had a black suit on.
I had a suit on. I had a
Just
suit
oh
on.
yeah.
Okay.
Put your spin on it for me. You
You know
look
what?
quite
I
you
love
look
you.
quite handsome today.
I'm not saying none of that. I love you. That's cool.
Oh shit, I love you too, boy. Call the mail on that. Tell them that you sent them books now. Could you please do that for me?
Yes, I can
Thank
do
you.
that for you.
Okay, right now put a sticker pad on your mirror so you won't forget.
Mm-hmm.
I can send you.
So, and if you forget, you cut yourself out.
What?
Oh, you gonna cuss
If
out.
you
She
forget,
ain't got to
cut
worry about
yourself out.
that.
Oh, cuss myself out? Okay.
Yeah.
You forget, knock yourself out.
No. You could do. You done did that already. You did that.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Don't forget to like
All
and
that
subscribe
jibber
so you
jabber.
don't miss the next one.
All that jibber jabber. Yeah, I already did that. You done did that already. Just cuss yourself out. Cuss yourself out if you forget to do it. He make me sick. He always got something for her to do. Always. And she's so stupid and she just can't wait to do whatever it is that he asks her to do. Okay, but it's always something. You never can just get on the phone and just have a conversation with him and and just get off without him begging. And if he gonna call her back today, she better put some more money on the books because when he at the beginning of the call it said $3.13, and I believe they used that $3.13 up. So Miss Mad About Music say she talking about she looking for a house. I bet she is. He was crying cause his asshole was hurting. Well, laying on that wind visor, on that sun visor, and iron bed, Chick-fil-A, I'm sure everything hurting, okay? Everything hurting. He lying, he just wanted those books. Exactly, Leo lady. He don't love her. And he don't care if she tell him if she love him or not. He just checking the temperature to make sure that she's still gonna stay on board. That's what that's about. He's shamed not because of the things he's accused of, but because he got caught. That part, Nestos. And he probably, you don't think he feels shame for being this old to be in jail too? Because I feel like when Dre pop up, Lamont pop. Well, he ain't shaming. He ain't shaming in front of Lamont, but I bet you when Dion pops up and when Dre pops up, I think it's a little guilt and a little shame going on. I'm just inclined to believe just a tad that he may feel a little shame because he's too old at his big age to be in the trouble that he's in. This is what kids do. This is what people in their 20s and 30s do and 40s. He's 61 and a half. So, the rest of his days will, if they, whatever time they give him, if they give him 10 to 15 years, that could possibly and potentially be his last days. Okay. He got more time behind him than he do in front of him. Trust and believe that. Why he waiting on Shirley to clock out. He just might clock out, in the penitentiary, allegedly, if they convict him, because he is innocent until proven guilty, and he hasn't been found guilty yet because he haven't went to court. So I definitely want to put that disclaimer out there. But in the event that they find him guilty and they give him anywhere from 15 years plus, it could potentially be his last days. And that's where he's going to spend his last days at. And so he can try to pray to God all he want to and try to act like he know the Lord now. But I guarantee you he wasn't even worried about the Lord when he was out free. He was crying because Bubba wanted seconds and his cornbread. That's what he was crying about, Karen. Books for what? That's the right. For like I said, them books better have some pictures because he ain't gonna understand what they talking about. He ain't gonna have a clue. I guarantee you, he probably can't read. Nesto be lying. He is on. He's not on anybody's ass. He came in there, sir. Did I get my books today, sir? Thank you, sir. That's what he called getting into somebody's ass. Right, Leo lady. He don't never talk no noise to anybody. He always nice and cordial. And even when he called himself was gonna talk crazy to his lawyer, he buckled down. He nutted up. He didn't do nothing. She's anxious about something other than him. She has court in a few weeks with Miss Janice, and and that house, right? Because at the end of the day, she looking for a free lick too. Miss Mad About Music. Both of them are just birds of a feather that flocks together. Both of them looking for money and a free ride. Okay, and they prefer to spend somebody else's money rather than their own. I'll be like Lamont, never come through on shit I said I was going to do. I wouldn't even promise him nothing, Chick-fil-A. I wouldn't make no promises to him. Okay. I'll just be like, really? What? Wow. I'll use those same words that he's using. And when he asks me for some, I'll just change the subject like he does. He's using those magazines to plan his next scam because the lifestyle displayed in those magazines are for the wealthy. Right. Well, he better read up on the scams, Nestos. He definitely better read up on how to do it the right way. I thought it was DuPont, and not DuPont. Well, he don't know. He have no clue. And that laugh sounds so nasty. It does, right? It really it sounds wicked to me when he be laughing, and it's all fake. We know he just faking the funk at this point. Uh, Nesto say Booty Buster Bean had Nesto crying. y'all gonna leave Buckwheat alone about that. Present time October 2025. He's still begging for books for her to bring him books, and she probably sent a book or two at a time. So A. Rodriguez says she run all his jail errands. Yeah. And does all and do any and everything he say do. Okay. He got errands for her to run. He got cases for her to look up. She got to call a lawyer. She got to email. She had to go run down all his phone records. She really is his private secretary. She's not a good one because everything gonna be done on Monday. And Monday never airy because it never comes. But anything that he wants, she do try to halfway get it done. And he is an innocent motherfucking man, Shancha. That's what he say. He's an innocent man, right? He don't know them people. He don't know nothing about them folks. That wasn't him. And she said, I wonder what the oldest person in prison was. Probably his ass. Real. Okay. Not the oldest person in there, but probably well, no, because we just had this senior citizen knock the other senior citizen down. Remember the 95-year-old lady that knocked that unalived the 89-year-old lady. And so but she making get off of that because they making just prove that her medication may have went wrong some kind of way. I don't know. But for the things that he's going to prison for, he too old for this, in my opinion. You too old, Buckwheat. You too old. If anything, if he should be going to prison, it should be because he's trying to protect his wife or one of his kids or something like that, and he just snapped. Other than that, there's no reason why he should be going to jail at 61 and a half. Okay, they've already confirmed his guilt on that bigamy charge. Yeah, so he definitely gonna get that. Nesto Hun, you be confusing me with the name change. I'm vintage. You're vintage, Leo lady. Yeah, that's what Nesto said. She called him a booty buster. I mean Karen. So it was either Karen or Nestos. I don't know, or Chick-fil-A, one of them. All three of them funny. My question is, why is he looking at high-end cars for selling when you can't even pay your lawyer or your own bond or buy any Zoom Zooms or Wham Whams, Karen? He can't do any of that. He can't do nothing at this point because remember, he went to jail broke. He didn't have no money when he went to jail. Didn't he have $5? Okay? Nothing. He had nothing. Miss Mad About Music say, they said those magazines are expensive. She don't have the money. Right. And I believe she have the money, Miss Mad About Music, but she don't have money for him. She's just like the rest of them. She spend her money on what she want to spend her money on, not with what he want. Leo later, it's nothing. I did YouTube. YouTube is displaying our email address as our username. Yeah, it is. Geriatric offenders are people over the age of 55 who have committed crime after they've reached the age. Right. And we just had here an 89-year-old man um, shoot his 88-year-old wife. Wow. Yeah. They need to do something with our with our elder seniors. Our elder seniors are getting out of control, just like our young men are out of control. It look like our seniors getting out of control too. I don't know what they putting in their food, or if they mixing their medication up, or something going on with our seniors though, for them to be going off the way that they're going off. And it seemed like I would think the older you get, the more milder and meeker you should get. You should have a little bit more patience, in my opinion. The older you get, things shouldn't get to you like that. But look, proof is in the pudding. I guess not everybody, had that, get the patience when they get older. You say singing, he don't got no money in Prince's voice. uh, I ain't got no money. Is that what you're talking about? Hey, let's talk about it all. And you can be making me sing. Y'all know I can't sing. Uh, let's see. Leo lady say they are giving seniors saltpeter, and it's having an adverse effect. They giving them something, Leo lady, because our seniors are getting all out of control for whatever reason, and I don't know what the reason is, but yeah, our seniors are going wild, and they're unhinged at this point, and really, they're kind of dangerous at this point, and like I said, most of the time, the older you get, it seems like the more patience you should have, and the more milder you get. But that's not what's going on these days. You say I do, as long as I stay away from people. Miss Boogie Down talking about singing. Girl, you know I can't sing, Miss Boogie Down. And I dropped the link, y'all. Are y'all coming up on the stage? Because if y'all not, then I'm gonna call it a night. Messing around with Buckwheat and Sonya and crew. But I might do the next show that I might do. I might try to find some stories of all these seniors and how they're being unhinged, because it looks like it's a fad now. So if y'all can y'all keep y'all great grandparents and grandparents. Y'all might want to try to keep y'all great grandparents and parents at the house, because it may not be safe to put them in places no more. You can tell these people are not really watching them like that, and they're getting out of control. Apparently, they're giving them something to make them unhinged, and to make them think in ways that they shouldn't think. And so I wholeheartedly feel like somebody, y'all need to keep y'all people at home. And the way the things are going, they may have to come back home anyway. Miss Mad About Music say that's good. If she's smart, she better keep her money. It's too late, Miss Mad About Music. She already done gave out all her money. At this point, hell, she don't spend all the money that she has for him. And that's why, they saying that she it's not even letting me add Vicky. Vicky, are you having some issues with your computer? Because it's not letting me add you to the screen. I'll let it pop back up again, and just let it pop up on its own, and try not to mess with it. But I don't know what's going on with the internet tonight. But like I said, I had issues when I was on another channel today. But you said the subscription for the DuPont magazine is $90 annually. As long as you can't spare it, right, Karen? Oh, so you can't buy them individually. You can't buy them like subscription by subscription. And why do he got to act like he live in you in jail? So why you got to try to act like you living on the outside, like you living in jail? When you go to jail, honey, you got to downgrade. You don't get the finer things in life that you used to have, because you're locked up, and you don't get the finer things in life, sir. So between Tubi and Elmo, she's strapped. Right, Karen. And you say that guy didn't want to leave his house and go to a senior facility. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you on that, Miss Mad About Music. Well, like I said, according to the way the things are going now, a lot of seniors going to have to come back home anyway if they take the funding away from Medicaid and Medicare, like they're trying to do. So you said, okay, annually, not per magazine. Yeah. And Miss Mad About Music is saying that. But I guess you can't buy them individually, huh? It seemed like you should be able to buy them on a monthly basis. And Little Scooter had the money that Little Scooter always find money for what she want to find money for. And in my opinion, if she wanted that magazine, she would find a way to get him that magazine. He's in there pretending he's a gangster. Yeah, real in there thinking he can just live his same best life, best scamming life that he was living on the outside. Oh, he would get that? Ain't no way. $90 for a jailbird who can't read, right? Because he definitely need those pictures, cross country cruiser. Okay, he definitely need those pictures. But she gonna bend over backwards for him, and really, I'm gonna salute her though. I'm gonna take my hat off to her because she's staying in there way longer than I thought she would. I really thought she was gonna bail out before now. But she hanging in there. I ain't mad at old girl. So you say locked up and they won't let him out, Brown family? That's right. That's right. Nesto in jail acting like he is a upper brow, allegedly. Right. He acting like, people got money to just splurge on him, like he just been the best person. He was out there giving to charities and doing philanthropy and just out there helping people to the best of his ability. And in actuality, he was out there taking everybody coins, taking as much as he could from people. But, he want people to treat him, like he's a king in jail, in my opinion. Or Barnes and Noble can PR. But, he can just go get. If it was me, he'll get a regular book out the. If I was gonna be buying him a magazine, he'll get one out the grocery store. Okay. I think individually they cost $30 a pop, and that's what I'm talking about. Why you gotta have this expensive magazine like you free and like you paying for it, sir? Okay, that's way too much for a magazine, in my opinion. Bonnetail would try to get up the appearance to Nesto. Yeah, she want to try to keep up. She try to play like like she got it like that, and she really don't have it like that. And I wholeheartedly feel that's why she went and got that RV to try to impress him because she wasn't even thinking about no RV. Remember, she was thinking about a tiny house, and all of a sudden she come popping up with this RV because I've told you guys before, anything she could dangle in his face to impress him, then that's just what she does. Even if it's taking her to the poorhouse, like it's taking her to the poorhouse. He really think he's entitled to finer things at other people's expense, and that's exactly right. Chick-fil-A, he want to live a finer life, but he want on somebody else's dime. You know, and he don't really have his own money. He used to using everybody else's money, and at the end of the day, personally, she should be trying to go to, like I said, go to the grocery store or go to the used bookstore. They got used bookstores here that you can go get books, for little or nothing. I don't know if they have magazines or not, but I do know they have discounted books, and that's where I would go get him a book if I was gonna send him a book. No one person that he's supposed to have help come forward. That's right. Nobody has come forward. Nobody. He hasn't helped a soul. And the souls that he did supposed to help, nobody has came up and say, well, he was good to me and he did this or that for me. Nobody has come forward and said a word about this ninja at all. Hey, Vicky, how you doing tonight?
Hey, I just wanted to come up real quick because I know you said you're only gonna go for 2 hours because I gotta go inside my black job tomorrow.
Yeah, y'all gotta
Right?
go to
I
y'all
know you
black
job.
jobs tomorrow, so I don't want to be up here all night and keeping y'all here all night. This ain't Friday. This is hump night.
Right. Um, ain't nobody gonna come forward. No, I mean the only people who have come forward, even his churn, they just said, well, even Dion's like, well, it's time served at this point. Not you, such a great person. I can't believe that they would accuse you of this. All Lamont said was told Shirley was it's a hater. It's some hater and she's some sort of snitch, which should have gave Shirley red flags right then and there. A snitch on what? What is she snitching on?
And hating on what? Who's hating on him? He has nothing to be hating on. Nobody want his lifestyle at all. Because even if he still had the stuff that he was getting, you're not getting it legitimately. So who will hate on somebody that's taking advantage of other people?
I still like the discussion we had on Lady T Buck's channel last night about. I still it breaks my heart that like all of Shirley stuff maybe just he did whatever he wanted to do with it. So all her personal items, it just was what it was. Fire sale, allegedly. And then when Shirley asks for the key to the storage, well, All he could, all he could do is pivot the conversation. So nobody's hating, nobody's coming forward to step up and say he's a good man, because the people who could have said he was a good man, he screwed over already. He screwed over every single person.
Right.
It seems like he took advantage of every single person who came across. Like every person was a new adventure. What can I get out of you? And
Mm-hmm.
so when you don't learn how to treat people properly ever, not a single person, every person is a mark, then that leaves a horrible taste in people's mouth. I mean, with Sonia is, for whatever reason, she looks at him like,
Desperate and lonely, and need
and,
validation, low self esteem. That's all
mhm.
she is.
And she looking at him, she said, you remind me of my daddy. So she just like, she got daddy issues. So he does remind her of her father. So I think that's where the hang up is. But also he has to keep in mind, towards the end of her father's life, she didn't even go see him. So,
Because they just alike. They both use people for what they can get out of them. And I don't care. Listen, y'all know I just put my daddy in the dirt, right? And I've told
hmm
y'all before, my father was not in my life at all.
right.
I can count on one hand how many times I've seen that man. Okay. But when he had his end of life, I was the one stuck with, I was the one who had to put him in the dirt. And I did that because the Bible says you're supposed to honor your parents. And whatever faults that they have, that the Bible don't say whatever faults they have, but I'm saying whatever. Well, the Bible say that too, that the God is going to be the judge and the jury. He's going to separate the wheat from the tares. It's not our job to judge our parents for what they did and what they didn't do. That's up to the Lord to handle. And if you want to sleep well at night, and that may be some of the reason why she can't sleep well, why she's so anxious all the time, why things don't go right for her, because you didn't do right by your father. And if you had way more many days with your dad than I did. Your dad was actually a father to you. So I don't care how mad you were at your dad. You definitely could have showed your face at his funeral and paid your last respects. But I guarantee you, I guarantee you, she wished that she would have went to that funeral. I guarantee you, it's bothering her to this day, and it probably will bother her for a long time, because that's one thing that I know. When I used to get mad at my mama,
hmm
things didn't go right. Things didn't go well for me. Anytime I had an
Yeah.
attitude with my mama when I was grown, baby, the world started coming down on me, and I had to
Yeah.
go back and apologize and try to make up with that woman and try to get along with that woman, just so that my life could go right. Because anytime I had, anytime I had beef with my mom, or we were mad at each other, whatever, baby, life didn't go right for me. I don't know how it's going for her, but it didn't go right for me at all.
Same with my mother. Like, my mom is not she can be very hardcore when it comes, because she is like the do not complain, just get up and do it type kind of type. And I'm very emotional. I will sit in my emotions and really, sit and think about it. And my mom is not emotional. She's very not emotional. Um, and she's not gonna she may be hurting inside, but you'll never know. She'll always put a smile on her face. And sometimes I get mad at her, for like not being able to, like, what I think, from my opinion, emote properly. But that's just her way of processing things. So, I may go a few days without talking, but yes, like when I
Mm-hmm.
don't speak with her, yeah, my day, like,
Life ain't right. Sun ain't shining
right,
as bright, is it?
yeah, because I mean, I like, but that's just the way she is. That's the way she's had a rougher life than I've had. So that's the way she learned how to deal with her issue. But she, like, if she has an issue, but that's the way she deals with them. But I still talk, I'm still in communication with her mother. She talks to her mother, she calls her mother by first name, like both of her
Oh
parents
yeah,
by
I
first
forgot
name.
about her mom. Yeah, she don't even. Yeah, she has nothing to do with her mom, and her mom didn't even leave until she was a teenager. And by her being grown and dealing with ninjas, she should understand that maybe mommy left because daddy wasn't treating mommy right. You don't. You have never probably even had a conversation and asked that woman why she had to leave her house. And not too many women is just gonna up and leave their kids unless they got a valid reason, especially in her day and time. So apparently daddy wasn't treating that woman right. and he might have had the bigger income. I don't know what the situation is, but I do know this much: you had both of your parents, and you're supposed to do right by both of them. And you had both of your parents almost your whole entire childhood. So miss me with that BS about being mad at your parents. So I don't condone none of that at all.
It sounds like something happened with that house, but I mean, it sounds like it's something that could have been worked out before he passed. Um, she's just, I think she's an unaccomplished person. Um, she wanted to. I don't really. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've tried to understand like her logic and her reasoning because I really don't. I've tried to really like just listen to when I listen to the calls. I'm like, damn, what really is the deal with her? I realize she has mommy issues and she got daddy issues, but what's the deal? Like the other girls seem to be able
Right,
to converse with their mom, at least have a conversation with her or talk to her.
right.
The
But
he
Vicky,
let
she act like she ain't made no mistakes. Cause did she not raise her own kids? Did
girl, she didn't
did
raise them damn kids.
didn't she repeat the cycle?
She didn't raise those kids.
Didn't her parents do spend more time with them than she spent with her children? And you got the
Yes.
nerves to try to judge and be mad at your parents. And listen, I done seen a lot of people clock out. Trust me, I don't. A lot of people in my family, I was right there when they took their last breath.
Mhm.
And until this day, I've never seen anybody on their last days be mean, ugly. If anything, they're humble and they're
I
tired.
mean, I
And like when I went to go see my father, he didn't know I was gonna come see him. He was
right.
ecstatic that I came. Oh, my children are here because my me and my half sister and I took his two sisters. He said my daughters are here and my sisters are here because my father never really dealt with anybody, and he was shocked to see us, but he was actually also um, happy to see us, happy to see, although he didn't do what he was supposed to, other people, we still stepped up and went to go see him on his last days. And so,
Right.
and I don't care
And
what her issue is or what have you. I just know
I
this
mean,
life ain't gonna go well for her. As long as you still got your mama on earth and you want to have an attitude with her, baby, you ain't gonna never prosper, in my opinion.
I think her issue with the issues with her father, it all seems like financial and just basically maybe she didn't feel like the favorite. She seems like she has issues with not being the prettiest, the fairest of them all. And I mean, I with your father, I understand he seemed like he wasn't a present, like he didn't really do as
Mm-mm,
much as he could have.
mm-mm.
I mean, I
Or should have.
right, exactly. My biological father,
Yeah,
like I don't,
yeah.
I'm not gonna mend those fences. I'm not going to.
But you have a valid reason not to.
Yeah,
But you ain't got no attitude with at least one of your parents you're trying to honor. And you
yeah.
know, and at the end of the day, Vicky, you really don't know how you're gonna feel. So don't never say never. At the end of the day, you still don't even know how you're gonna feel when that day happens if you're around. You just don't know.
I mean, if I'm around, I don't
Because
know.
because because just because people do you wrong, sometimes you have empathy in your heart, and sometimes your heart and the way that you're made and your build up won't allow you to treat people the way that they treated you or do tit for tat for them. Okay, because let me tell you, I didn't ask Alice. I was like, I won't be bothered with this. I don't want to do this. I wasn't gonna even do it until my little sister and my little sister called me. My half sister called me, and she was trying to get it done. She was trying to dot the i's and cross the t's, and she didn't know
Mhm.
what she was doing because she was in her 30s, and I had already been down that
Oh,
road. And
yeah.
I promise you guys, Alice will tell you, I was on her channel talking about it. She spent 2 whole days trying to get this guy in a place in a nursing home and to get him situated so that she could rest because he was sitting outside homeless. And his ex girlfriend put him on Facebook and put him on, he was sitting in the chair and he had lost so much weight because he had bone cancer and other various things wrong.
Oh, my
He
auntie
had
had
bone
that.
cancer,
Yeah.
lung cancer, emphysema, and something else going on with him. But he had a lot of things going on with him, and it got to the point he had lost his wallet because he started forgetting because he was dehydrated and he wasn't
Yeah.
functioning
And
well.
she put him out?
No, he was living in a hotel, but since he didn't find his wallet, he couldn't find his wallet. The hotel put him out, and he was just sitting outside in a chair in the hotel. And she put it on Facebook with him looking like he was almost going into the dirt. And so it broke my little sister heart. And me, I was like, well, I was like, well, he ain't do much for me, and I ain't gonna be lifting no finger to try to help him. And then after she cried out, she was like, they had her running in circles, and
Yeah.
she couldn't do it. I picked up that phone, and one day I got him put in a facility, and I made them dot the I's and cross the T's, and I told them people what they were going to do, not could they do, but what they
Right.
were going to do and what the law said that they had to do. And so I got him in a place, and she was shocked. She was like, because I told her, I said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. And she didn't really believe me. So I called her the next day. I say it's done. What? But they was I said, I know what they told you, but I'm telling you, he's going to a nursing home. He's in a hospital, and when and as soon as they can get the paperwork together, he's going into a nursing home, and that's where he'll be. And she couldn't believe that I was able to dot those I's and cross those T's. But my heart, and I really, what my mind told me not to do nothing, but my heart wouldn't allow me to be mean and hateful. And so that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
never know how you're gonna feel when somebody get in the position and they actually need you. It's not so easy to turn your back on them, even though you want to turn your back on them. A lot of times you can't do it. And not that I want to that I
Mhm.
need any praise, or I'm trying to pat myself on the back or whatever. I'm just trying to make a point to where she should have been. What that let you know how hard her heart is. She's Pharaoh's cousin. Okay, that's some of Pharaoh
Well,
people. Because if you got a hard heart like that, and your daddy actually had it, your daddy actually spent the time and raised you, and you treat him like that on his last days, baby. That's some Pharaoh mess, in my opinion.
and the crazy part with her is that it seems like the daddy tried to set them all up for some type of success
Yes, he tried to set them up. Yeah,
provide them with something, because a lot of times, especially in our community, we may not have the opportunity. They've put us down so much, they've kind
right.
of held us back so much that we may not have the ability to leave this generational wealth to our kids. Her father seems to have tried to set them up for generational wealth,
Mm-hmm.
or at least, I mean, as far as I know, she acknowledged that he left her this apartment complex.
Yes,
And what did she do? I mean, it's whatever she did, it's gone. It's no longer, it's not making it. I don't know if it made her any money or not, but she didn't even appreciate that. She just talks about it with so much disdain.
and trying to
Yeah.
take that woman's house.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, see, now I am still confused about that situation. Y'all can explain it to me till I'm blue in the face about how that went out, because some people tried to say, well, they, what they thought it was. Lady T-Bug tried to explain to me, Shan tried to explain to me, like, did he get a mortgage on this house and put it in her? I mean, I don't understand what the theory is, like the full-on theory is behind the house. But either way, if the lady been paying the mortgage on it and it's in your name, why can't you just be civil, like she likes to say, civil,
Yeah,
and just let the lady stay in the house. The lady old, and then she talks about that lady with so much vitriol in her heart. He was fucking on all these other women. He messed around with everybody else, and he was messing around with my mom's friends and this and that, and he was messing with Janice. Like,
right.
just no compassion, no empathy, no
Yeah,
sympathy for anybody except Ernest.
exactly.
Ernest
He's
gets
the
it all.
only one that get a pass with her. Not even your own father could get a pass, and that is a shame. And and you guys, thank you for your condolences. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I
But
think.
sometimes you just got to step up to the plate, whether you want to step up to it or not. And I'm just gonna tell you something, baby. You can say and think however you want to think, but when that time comes, sometimes God move you whether you want him to or not. And one thing that I do, I may be a lot of things, I may curse a little bit and joke around or whatever, but I'm very obedient to God's word. If God tell me to do something, and he already know how to make me do what I need to do. When I didn't want to even be involved, he didn't give me no sleep and no rest. And I was like, okay, okay, okay. So he already know how to make me move. Okay, you know I love to sleep. I do. I don't get up to 11, 10, 11, 12 o'clock every day. But I be up all night too, watching, TV. But at the end of the day, God know how to move you, and he know how to get your attention, and he will put it on your heart. And you are going to do what he tell you to do, or else face the consequences. And I feel like that's why homegirl is not being successful. I feel like that's why she's going through everything that she's going through, because she's not doing right by her parents. I'm tell you, that's one thing you ought to do. If you don't do nothing else in life, you better treat your parents right, because it's in the Bible that you're supposed to honor your parents. Not saying that you got to kiss their butt and you got to go above and beyond the call of duty, but you are supposed to respect them and honor them, and you let God take care of them for whatever they're lacking of. It ain't your job to do that. And I don't feel like she'll ever be successful until she make amends with her mom, in my opinion.
I don't think she ever gonna be successful. Cause be just the that one call, that one simple call from that lady T Bug played, where she said, um, you're just like my dad. But it's like she knows that she's a failure. She acknowledges it. She knows she doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't want to work any harder. She doesn't want to try anything further. Um, she's not gonna she's not gonna make probably amends with her mother. I don't. It doesn't sound like she's talking to her family that much. Period. She is bopping around. She is at a point of mental instability. From what it seems, allegedly, she's at a point of mental instability where she doesn't want any help. She thinks she's done right this entire time. All of her choices have brought her to this zone, and she's right. And you can't tell her that she's wrong because it's gotten her this far. uh, you know, the type of thought process that a person like her has is like, well, if I've been able to survive all these times, I should not be living, because she almost passed away with the first time, and then she kept messing with them type of men, and they kept laying hands on her, and she's still living. She
Yeah,
went
yeah. But is she living or is she just existing?
existing.
Okay, because I don't call this living, not even having a stable place to stay and having to crash on people couches at a half a century and then some. So I
Yeah,
feel like you existing, and Vicky, maybe if she, if she was a better person, don't she know that God could actually heal her stomach? God can do miracles, and I'm not trying to turn this into uh, a session of church or anything, but I've seen God work. I've seen God bring my brother back 4 times. My brother have actually clocked out 4 different times. He was on life support twice. He was on life support the first time for 2 months, the second time for 3 weeks. And if God can make that man, and then he lived 7 years after that, and everybody counted him out except for me and God. So that's why I know who the Lord is. I've seen him work. And God can actually move mountains, and he can actually help this food if she do the right thing. But she's so bent on being stubborn and hateful and vindictive and blaming everybody for her downfall. And she's never gonna come up. She's already a half a century and then some. So like when is she gonna come up? When is her golden time of day gonna happen? Because when you're in your 50s, that's really when you're supposed to be having your golden time of life. 50 and 60 and 70, that's supposed to be your golden years. When are her golden years gonna start happening for her? Because
I
right
don't
now
think
she's
it's
still
coming up.
struggling. Yeah, right now she's still struggling big time.
I don't think she's gonna come up because she's had opportunities. I think that that she had opportunities working at a law firm just to go legit and work straight. What she do? She abused that situation, sending legal mail. And probably doing whatever she wanted to do. Telling the man she gonna redo his whole office and make it run like how she wanted to run.
And now, and neither
Um,
one, and now that man ain't even got his office no more.
yeah, last I did check his name and I'm like, okay, he ain't really operating like he should. And that could be, could be because of major areas because of her. Who knows? That I'm just saying. King of Diamonds. They checked.
Right.
She said that she was gonna be the, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that making you money. What
Mm-hmm.
she do? She ran. They found out later on she was cooking the books
Right.
allegedly.
So
I mean,
everything she touched turns to what?
shit.
There you go.
And then her kids. I can't speak. I'm not gonna speak too much on her kids because they're not involved in this really. But
Right.
she's brought them up in these calls, and she's talked bad about her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But
Son.
it seems like well, she doesn't talk bad about her son. She just says the weirdest things about her son. Like that was her little husband. How a lot of these weird women do. They make their
Right.
sons their men instead of treating them, showing them how to grow up to be a man. She has a bad spirit on her, and until she acknowledges that, I think she's acknowledged a few times that she wakes up with anxiety, like she wakes up, with something on her mind. Until she tries to figure out what it is, whether it's she has some childhood issues that she has to work out. I don't
How about
know,
some therapy? That's what people do these days. They go to therapy when they need some help. Go
girl.
figure, girl. Go figure out what's wrong with you so you can get
She
on with your life. Cause life is going by. Life is lifing, and you ain't lifing right now. You existing. You're not living, ma'am.
she
You
need to go
can't be
get some
happy.
therapy before that man cut off her medical benefits.
Right.
You know, And I don't think she's paid into the Social Security Administration too much, cause she can't be getting that much if she's on disability. She ain't on retirement. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
When she likes to say she's retired, I don't know what she retired from, but she just living off and enjoying the misery of others is not a good existence to keep carrying on. And that's basically what she's been doing. She enjoyed the fact that she was involved with pseudo celebrities man, or a Z listers man. She enjoyed that factor. She enjoyed being able to go around and tell people I'm messing with Shirley Strawberry's husband. Cause look how quickly she goes and name drops
Mm-hmm.
all these old ass celebrities. Not saying that they're not relevant or anything, but I'm just saying that these are people who ain't been on folks' minds since 1998.
Well, this day and time, you can talk to any celebrity that's got a social media page. Some of them will talk right back to you. So you're
Yeah,
not doing anything special. Everybody got access to celebrities at this point. And when they on tour or whatever, you can buy a ticket and you can see them just like she saw them. And in my opinion, I don't feel like she had no personal relationship with any of them. She probably went to a concert or a comedy show just like the rest of us. Because we know two things is true. She lies a lot and he lies a lot.
now what make you okay? Let's get to that because I heard you say you don't think that her and Lamont ever messed around.
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I just don't feel like Lamont. I don't. First of all, I don't think that Lamont would do Buckwheat like that. And even though they not bros, they're still close enough not to mess. I just feel like Lamont respect Buckwheat enough not to mess with his woman like that. And I don't feel like she's his type. And I also feel like Lamont would think that she would tell it on him once Mad Day hit. And I don't think he wanna face Buckwheat, and I don't think he wanna live on the edge like that. I don't think he wanna break his friendship up with him. Although he's not putting in many coins out for him, I still feel like he got a level of brotherhood with Buckwheat, not to mess with his women or what have you. And Lamont don't need her. He got his own women.
Lamont
She may
probably.
want to. She may want to, but I don't think he do. And that's just my opinion. I mean, you guys can think what you want to, but I just don't feel like that they got together like that. And who can even tolerate her We barely can tolerate her on these calls. Lamont don't. You heard how you be talking about these women, talking about somebody they be cackling in his ear, and I just don't feel like she his type at all. So that's why I feel like that he haven't messed with her like that. I think it's just maybe a little flirting going on, or and he may just be talking that yang yang, talking cap to her or whatever. But I think that's far as his went. I don't think Lamont even have will give her the time of day. I just don't feel that way.
I agree.
Hey, Miss Boogie Down.
Hey,
Hey, Miss
boo.
Boogie Down.
Hey,
But why did
sis.
but hey, Boogie Down, but why do you feel like Lamont would though? What make you think that he
Cause
would?
I don't, cause they give me the vibes that they have shared women before. Just off of like some of the conversations that they have, I can tell Lamont kind of get the impression that I'm getting from Lamont is that he knew Sonya wasn't serious. She was just like like a little
Pick me up.
bird, little
Yeah.
bird that he
Yeah.
had around to like a do girl that he had around to handle the business because he's Nesto's in jail. So it's like okay, they've already said you don't want to do it alone. You need somebody to do there, and your main chick is not gonna do all the extra stuff that a bird will do. So the
Mm-hmm.
bird is gonna go pick up the worms, the stuff that your your main woman isn't just not gonna go do.
All right.
So if she was you hear it in her voice like you gotta I speak very fluent ho and I
Mm-hmm.
understand the context clues of ho
but
because
I think he thinks she's a thought. So that's another
That's what
reason
I'm saying.
why.
I
Yeah.
speak whole. I
Right.
understand. I understand because she's attracted to like like the aggression that Lamont was kind of putting out there, or she's attracted to the player image that Lamont was putting out there, no matter whether he's an effective player or not. That's what she was attracted to because she talked about Lamont way too much. She'd just be on the phone, popping in, and Lamont she happened to be on the phone with Lamont, and it's like Nesto's little sly responses. She's like, "Oh, I was on the phone with your brother," and Nesto, he just be kind of like, "What? Uh,
But that's her
okay."
being attracted to him. You're, I don't see, I'm what I said, what I said. I don't disclaim where you're coming from. I don't think it went down either because I don't find he's attracted to her. We got to remember, Lamont is a shit talker. All Lamont's game is about sitting up there. He wants to be the class clown. He wants to be seen. He wants to be heard. So he talks all of that stupidness, and then Nesto, of course, hyping him up because Nesto had still plans to try to get in his pockets to try to see what he could do for him. So, but that's not Lamont being attracted to her. That's just Lamont playing and spitting game like he always
Mm-hmm.
does.
All right.
That's just him spitting game. That's not him being attracted to her. That's her coming at him. She just wanted to be on the team. She just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be on the team, and it bothered her that they didn't sit up here. And I think one of the factors, I was driving in and it kept dropping me from my phone. I couldn't call in, but what you call it? One of the things I wanted to go back to her with her dad. The problem with Sonia is Sonia is a spoiled, rotten brat who never grew up. We already hear her make her references to the 80s and the 90s, so we already know mentally where she's stuck. But I believe with her dad, that's because she doesn't like to share. She wants to take everything. Sonia wants everything about her ass. I don't think the father did anything to do her dirty. I think personally, the father was bailing her out. The father gave her properties. Nothing with people like her and her mentality will ever satisfy them. That's why her and Nesto are like soulmates. They are
Mm-hmm.
soul snatchers from people. They will take your last and then still look at you like that's all you got. They don't care. They will continuously bleed you dry, leave you for dead until they get every last ounce out of them. And when all you got to do with somebody like her or him is tell them no. What I believe, when her dad got like on his, when people are on their deathbed, if you've ever watched somebody go through that, you see that they hold everything. You can see they're trying to get their bearings straight, whether they think they're
Mm-hmm.
going to heaven or whatever have you. You just see a different aura with them. I watched it
Right.
with my mom's mother. My mother died suddenly, but my grandmother, her mother, I watched that woman die. And I'm telling you, the mindset, the sharpness that she was, the brutal honesty that she had, she became a coddler in her last days. She became a whole different person. Which she didn't normally take crap, you could have cursed her out and she wouldn't have said anything. Like, I watched her whole aura change. And I think that's what happened with her dad. But I think because her dad was at this woman's beck and call, and he couldn't give Sonia the world. She couldn't, she heard no, and that was it for her. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
type of villain that she is. That's the type of heartless little bitch that she is. Because you like I said what I said was mentioning, and kudos to you, sis. Seriously, I wanted to get up here and just say that, because not that you need that from me, but that people, we like to talk like we read the Bible, but people don't really like to read the Bible. Even when you hear a racist and they'll pick out a certain passage in the Bible, and it's just like, yeah, but what part of the Bible tells you that you have the right to hate somebody because of the color of their skin? There is
Right.
no passage in the Bible that
Right.
says that, but yet you still want to sit up here and say, I'm a Christian and I believe in God and I'm this and I'm that. But again, I don't even want to get on a rant. Let me get back to her. Sonia is the type of person, and this is why her and Nesto are the perfect pair, and they are also the perfect storm, is because they are soulless. They will take every last damn thing from you. There is never no loyalty from people like that, because again, she's never told you, other than like hearing about her mom, but as far as her dad, what did your dad do to you that warranted you looking at that man on his deathbed, that you didn't even go see him before he closed his eyes for that final time? What did that man do? She can't tell you nothing because he didn't do nothing to her. It was just that
Mm-hmm.
whatever her last begging wishes were, or whatever she felt like she was entitled to, that he turned it off because he was focusing on his self in his last moments, and it was no longer about her siblings, or anybody else. When he was at that moment with him and his God, or he believed in Allah, with him and his higher power, she was no longer the focus. And so then you got to see her for who she was, because she did not cave. She did not go. She says she went to her grandmother, her mother's funeral, looked at her mother and didn't say a word to her mother. Why was you at that woman's funeral then? Because that was her mama. So if you didn't deal with her, I'm sure you didn't deal with your grandmother either. So why was you there? Why would you bring that aura there? If you don't want to deal with your mom because your mom walked out on y'all, you have every right to feel what you feel. And that's it, and that's all. But she's the type, she's an evil little spirit. She's demonic. And she wants to bring all hate and evilness around her, because even down to your dad was waiting for you to come and see him before he closed his eyes, and you didn't, but you went to his funeral. You sound stupid to me. Why you here? Because I don't understand where the siblings were, because I got four of my damn self. And let them
Mm-hmm.
ever disrespect my dad to that distinct, where you feel like he was the worst father ever, and you didn't. Why you at this funeral? I'm gonna meet you right there at that damn door. You don't need to be here. We don't need this. You made your peace with him, and you don't want to deal with him. That's fine, but you ain't gonna be here. See, the problem with her, just like we talk about with Nesto, nobody checks this bitch. Nobody checks her. Nobody checks this bitch at the fucking door, because she got older siblings and she got younger siblings, and nobody checks her. You wasn't Chuck's only damn child. Therefore, you are not, I don't give a damn if you was the nicest to him. You're not entitled to everything. You are not this man's only child. It's not just about you all the time, but everything with her, just like her incarcerated boyfriend, Everything is about them. They don't see other people. They don't
Mm-mm.
care about other people. It's about them. And people like that are dangerous. And that's why I'm glad them two got each other. I'm glad Dre and all the rest of them, and even his stupid son is still a stupid son. He gonna be there because that's his dad, and he's yearning for something he's never gonna get from his pop. But we done been down that road as well. When he figure it out, he do, and if he don't, God bless him. But at the end of the day, people will start removing themselves from your presence when they know that you're just sucking the life out of them, because that's what him and her do. They suck the life out of people. And therefore, with her, and like I said, with Lamont is we don't know enough really about him other than the fact that he's a clown, right? And he's no different than the average dude that's out here that's fronting like he's more than what he is. But at the end of the day, Lamont wouldn't want somebody like her. He wouldn't want somebody like her. He's not attracted to somebody like her.
Mm-mm.
She's
And
attracted
and
to
I
him.
think he playing I think he know what Buckwheat is doing. He know his game, and
Of course.
he look at her as like, yeah, we're gonna use this we're gonna use this hoe until we
Right,
can't use up no more. And
right,
that's the and she can turn all of tricks and flips and do anything she want to do to try to get my attention. And yeah, he probably sent her that picture, just being jokingly, playing jokes or whatever. But he's just, as far as Buck we go, he gonna do what he have to do to keep her on the team also. Because remember, he was in charge of the wife and the hoes. Remember, he was in
right,
charge of keeping everybody in line for Buckwheat until Buckwheat got out of jail.
right.
And she's no
Absolutely.
different than the rest of the team, in my opinion. I just don't feel like, you know, and some of y'all are saying that, she topped him off or whatever, and, could have been. I just don't see him doing that, though. I just see him just trying to keep her on the team and trying to keep the game going as long as he can for his boy until his boy get out of jail. So
Right.
that's why I feel
Even
like
down
he
to
wasn't interested
Shirley,
in
right?
her
When
like
we
that.
was listening, like you said, to Lady T Bug's call, and we were listening to the whole thing with her going and registering 2 o'clock in the afternoon so that she could go and register so she can, just go through the clear thing at the airport or whatever have you, as opposed to, it's that priority walking through or whatever, as opposed to waiting on the lines like, us common folk, if you will. And he's sitting up there. He's just like, you going by yourself? Let's pause right there. At this point in time during those calls, this woman was in her late 60s. What in the hell are you asking me, am I going by myself for? I'm 52. I wish a ninja would. You going there by yourself? The hell I'm not. How am I supposed to get there? Oh, well, I'm going to send. No, no, no. What I need you to focus on is getting out of jail so I can stop paying all these damn lawyers all this damn money. That's what I need you to focus on. Don't worry. I don't need security. I don't need no damn security. But that's what he was doing. And like Vicky always brought to our attention, see, when he noticed he wasn't getting out and nothing was working, he going through all these damn attorneys and nobody could get him out. He couldn't bond out and this and that, or he wasn't getting indicted on all the charges. So even though he had a bond for this, he couldn't get a bond for that because they didn't put an indictment through. He started to lose everything. He started to lose his whole entire thought process. He can't run his team the way he wants because now he's behind the scenes and he's at the mercy of everybody else. So he needs Lamont and his son and Dre to sit up there and check her temperature, see where she's at, see what can y'all do. Oh, see if this is a whole grown ass woman. I don't know where Lamont lives, but I always got the impression he didn't live near Shirley. So why does he have to be her damn Denzel in distress and her chauffeur? No, that's what you signed up for as her husband, not your boy, not your fake brother, not your son. These people didn't sign up for that. You're her do boy, as Shan likes to say. You're her do boy. That's not their job. And you wanted them to come in, even when we heard the calls after he finally started hearing the fact, because he didn't really get a clue, but he was hearing the fact by Shirley's absence, like she's done with me. He was telling, oh, she cut me off. Well, you heard from Shirley? Listen, If you didn't care, because that's always how he those calls were when he was talking tough with Sonya. Oh, that's over. I ain't worried about that. That's it. But every time you speak to Dion, you spoke to Shirley. Every time you speak to Dre, you spoke to Shirley, because you
Mm-hmm.
still wanted
Word about them folks. Them
right.
folks.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't like them folks, or them folks or them folks cut you off. They didn't stand by you, right? Because that's what you thought. Like this classy woman, as dense as she may be, she's still elegance and class. You thought she was supposed to be sitting up here running behind you as a jailbird? Nah, that's not where they do that at. And he really couldn't understand that. So therefore, let me get y'all and go make sure she can go find and buy a car. Like one of the worst calls that I just when she was really getting on my nerves was when she was sitting up there asking him like what kind of car should she get. This ninja in jail. Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn what his advice is to you? Well, what do you think I should do? What do you think I should get? He's sitting up here telling you to continue to freeload off of a married couple. You're telling him that, your job is about to change your hours. These people are, they're night people, and now they got to be quiet in their own damn house so that you can work. No, you got to get out and get your own place because now
Remember,
you're
she didn't
talking.
even want to get another house without. And she remember she said, "I'm not
Yeah,
gonna even get nowhere to stay
well,
until you get out. I'm waiting
yeah,
on you to get out
yeah,
so you can find us
right.
somewhere to live."
So he could find y'all somewhere to live. He's in jail right now. He's in jail.
But he's been before, and Shirley just thought all of them thought that this was gonna be a quick turnaround.
Right. But when they
Everybody thought it
realized
was
that
gonna
it
be, yeah.
wasn't, after definitely the 6 month mark, that's to me, once some CP charges came on that January of 2023, to me by March, this call you just went over, he was knowing. Because even with him, with the old call that Lady T Bug was playing today, with him sitting up there, he was listening and he kept asking the lady about the about am I indicted? They got caught on Saturday. I know for damn sure you knew Georgia. You know that we have courts on Saturday, so you knew that there was court. You know what I mean? But he likes to play real stupid. And the thing with Sonya is she really, really thought she hit a lick. Like she really thought she hit a lick. She really thought Z-list celebrity or whatever that she got somebody who was connected to somebody and she was gonna be that shiz naive. Yeah, I took her man. No, what you didn't realize is that first of all, he's community husband. We can't even
Mm-hmm.
call it community dick, right? He's got like 80 wives. This nigga is community, and you need to figure out what line you was taking him from. Because
She definitely wanted those bragging rights. I took
oh
Shirley.
shit.
I
But
took
remember,
Shirley
Shirley was
strawberry
nobody.
maid.
Oh, people don't even know who they are. The hell
Right.
they don't. The hell they don't. As soon as you mentioned Steve Harvey's name, when she was doing that, that's when I knew. I was like, oh, she's a hater. She's really, really a hater. Because okay, you could give it to Shirley. It's not Shirley's show. And you could say some people know who she is and some people don't. But as soon as she was like, yeah, because don't nobody be checking for Steve Harvey, shut up. I don't care whether you like the man or not. Give the man his flowers. He is very well known. This man is on TV. He's got his own talk show. He's doing Family Feud. He's doing the
Right.
radio.
He
You
got
know
more coins than her inmate boyfriend and
right.
his wife has. He
Please
has more coins than she would ever think about having.
ever
And
think
and,
about.
and all of that is just jealousy. That's all that is. And she thought, like I said, she thought Buckwheat was gonna get out and scam at the level that
Yeah, she thought
for
that was her
her
come up. That
that
was
he
her.
that he scammed for Shirley. She wanted Buckwheat to get out and do the same thing that he did for Shirley for her. And that's
Mhm.
what she thought was gonna happen.
That was her come up.
Right.
But what she didn't realize was like, no, he's a bum. Like he really is a bum. Like it's not even to be childish and throwing names. It's just calling a pig a pig. He's a bum. And you fell for the okie doke, just like he fell for your okie doke, because that's what he was impressed by. She was all that slick talking, run me my money, run this chick ain't you ain't even about that life, girl. I see you, I'll blow a feather on you, and you gonna run the other way. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with our tops.
Well, both of them got a mouthpiece, and both of them food, and both of them really tried to scam.
Outsmarted the other.
Both of them lied to each other and
Hmm.
hyped each other up. and they both got exactly what they deserved, which was nothing.
Nothing.
Neither
Nothing.
one of them is going to get nothing from each other. And thank God, Shirley finally woke up and got out this mess and just let her have him. So now she can have all the bragging rights that she want to have. And you didn't take her man; she gave him to you, ma'am.
Right.
Because her
He
man,
didn't want to go.
y'all's man is still worried about what them folks is doing. And if them folks
Mhm.
decide that they want you back, honey, you gonna have to get to the sideline, baby.
If them folks hit that man up after he does his 30 years and says, "Hey, baby, come," he ain't even gonna let her finish her sentence. He ain't even gonna let Shirley finish her sentence. Okay? If he is able to live long enough to get out. I mean, I personally, I think he's going to get about 10 years. That's just me personally. I don't really think they're going to
Right. I don't think so either.
I really don't think he's gonna get
Yeah.
life or anything like that. It may be a life sentence for him depending on what his body, but I really don't see him getting more than like 10 to 15 years tops.
And
And
he already done
he
did
done
four
already
of them.
he
So
did
he,
three.
yeah,
He did three.
he won't have to do no more than about 4 or 5
He'll
more
be, in my
years.
opinion, he'll be out by the time he's in his late 60s. I see him
What,
having to at least
69 and a half
67 and 67 and a three quarters.
and 3 quarters, 67 and 3 quarters.
67 ball. Yeah. Well, yeah,
Okay.
they what is Miss Boogie Down, do you know Georgia's mandatory minimum? Like what's the minimum that or yeah, that they have to serve if they like let's say they're sentenced to 10. What is the
I had looked it up before we was talking about this. This was months ago. But if I'm not mistaken, if because is his RICO considered to be a Fed charge or is it still a
no,
state
No,
it's
charge?
everything
the
is state. He don't have no federal charges at all. Everything's state.
everything is state and but I know that they're going for the recidivist, for the repeat offender sentencing.
Right, and that's the thing. So if he gets on, when I looked up, I remember when I looked up the repeat offender, it's different. It's kind of like the the Fed charges in the sense of you got to do. I want to say it was like 80% of the time or 85%. It was very much in line with what you got to do for like Fed time. I know like when you get Fed time, you got to do a minimum
85%.
of 85%. Right. And when you do the repeat offender, because of the fact that you have continuously committed these same crimes, it's very close in that. Let's say it may even be like 75%. That's why I said if he gets like you figure the 10 years for the RICO or whatever have you, he's going to have to do a minimum of about 7 to 8 years for that. Then, whatever other charges for these financial crimes that they give him, it's all going to be dependent upon how many years he gets. If he gets the bare minimum and they find him guilty, and let's say it's like 5 years, he's only got to do like about 70% of that time. Like it's not
Well,
um
I'm looking it up now, and this says for Rico in Georgia, the mandatory minimum is 5 to 20.
5 to 20 years.
5 to 20 years.
Right. So that's why I said I don't think he's going to get more than 10 years because remember all of these charges are all still under the RICO charge.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I know he's not going to get time served. They're going to make him serve some more time in there. But as far as like I said with the repeat offenders, it all goes based on what your charges are. Like if you have like what do they call them, like DWI charges, or if you have sex crimes, it's all going to really depend on what he's getting. But it's like a minimum of 50% of the time he has to serve to
Hmm.
like 85% of the time he's going to be in
And
that range.
let me throw this in there. And also, he could get a fine up to $25,000. So
And I was
he
about
and
to say that
yeah,
before
he also gonna
Vicky
get a
asked me
yeah,
that
he could
question.
get a
Yep.
fine with that too if the judge want to make him pay some money back. He can get 5 to 20 years, and he can get a fine up to $25,000.
And let me tell you, Vic, what they do say is that now with this repeat offenders, now I know he won't be this won't be a fourth time for him, but he could actually get life without parole. If one of these crimes was turning out to be the fourth time that he actually did it and he gets found guilty, they can give him life without parole.
Mm.
And I forgot about the SA charge is still on the table too.
Right, because
So
they
he
keep
still has
flip
to see.
flopping with that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
So
if
even if
any of those charges, even the financial crimes, if any of those are like his fourth go round and he gets convicted, it's a wrap for him. He's not coming home.
I don't think he's coming home, period. I mean, I didn't because the when well I think he just based off his attitude, he has not like he's not shown that he's been defined in the eyes of the law. They've used these calls as evidence that he's still he's still devious, he's still plotting behind the scenes, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like so
And remember with this habitual, because that's what they call it. They call it the habitual offender statute.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
So what it is like, say like you and I are first time offenders and we get 1 to 3, because he is habitual, he'll get automatically like 9 to 15 for the same charge because he's a habitual offender.
And
I
the
still
fraud, he can get 2 to 7 years.
Huh?
For fraud, he can get 2 to 7 years for the
right.
fraud.
Right. And how many fraud counts does he have on this?
Oh,
Right. So
ooh.
that's what I'm saying. So that's where I'm going with it because because he's like his situation is so unique. That's why he's so damn desperate and sitting up here, yeah, yeah, as Vicky say in Jesh's name, freedom is coming. No,
And
you know
just your
it's not coming.
name, freedom coming.
You know it's not. Because at the end of the day, you have gotten caught with your pants down or your hand in the cookie jar one too many times. So you are not going to be able to talk your way out of this because where the average person may be getting 1 to 3, you looking at least a 3 to 9 or a 9 to 15. Like your charges are going to be different because you continuously keep doing the same thing and you continuously keep repeating those crimes. And if they bring those CP charges on him, that's a wrap. That's a
Well,
wrap.
well, Google is saying a habitual felony offender with 2 prior felony convictions who commit a third felony is sentenced to the maximum time for the new crime and must serve that sentence without the possibility of
Right.
parole.
That's why I said it's
Well,
not
there's
a no longer a 1 to 3. It's
yeah,
now because it's the 3 is the highest amount. He's gonna get that triple because he is a repeater. He's a habitual
habitual
offender.
repeater. But
Right.
it also say that um, they could treat it like a felony and he can get 1 to 15 years.
Mm.
So
And he got what 42 counts now. He's up to.
child, Buckwheat might probably looking at 20 years. Forget that 10, baby. I might go ahead and add another 10 on there. I think Buckwheat gonna get about 20 years. With all of the
He got 3 down. He got 3
yeah, baby.
down.
Since I'm reading Buckwheat, I think you looking at another 20 years. He gonna be 82 and a half before he get and 3/4 before he get out.
That's what I said, and I was just trying to be kind, but I don't see him getting out any time before 2032, right? Because he went in 2022. I don't see
Yeah,
him getting out any time before
child, you better make that
2032.
2042.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, and at his at because now he would be transferred to the prison. So this is different than the jail. You ain't gonna be able to have this woman come see you and this other woman come and do her fake prayer so she can get views for you and stuff like that. There's gonna be a whole new ball game because now you are going to the big leagues. You going to the prison facility, and it's gonna be way different. And they gonna probably put him in like West Timbuktu, like right here. She like 20 when she's in Georgia, she only on average like 20 to 40 minutes away from him, depending on this Georgia traffic. But now they send you to Timbuktu, or they
Hmm.
send you to like upstate New York or something like that.
But
Man, that ride is like 14 hours.
hey,
Like,
hey, Abril, thanks for joining us tonight, sis. But do
hey,
y'all think that because it's really ultimately up to the judge, right? It's not, or is the jury gonna? like like they did with Diddy. The jury came back and gave him his sentence, didn't they? Didn't they
It's up to
vote?
the judge,
It's
I
up to the
think.
judge.
Yeah.
So he better hope he got a merciful judge. He better start trying to show uh 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 some
Well, he better hope
remorse.
he don't have that one that has said, and I quote, "You should have thought about that
Judge
before you
Adams, yeah, he
committed."
better hope he don't get Judge Adams. But what I was going to say is, do y'all think that the judge would take his age into consideration and maybe try to have a little?
No.
You don't think they're gonna have no
I
mercy on
mean,
him?
if it's a habitual thing, it has nothing to do with the judge at that point. It's really out of their control.
Yeah.
If Will Wooten gets his way, because Will Wooten said, I remember that from the beginning. Once Will Wooten got on it, and he was on TV on the news when they was asking, he was like, I am going for the habitual because this man has not learned from his previous errors. So like he is he's going for the big leagues with this dude. So it's not about the judge being merciful. The judge still has to do. You ever hear when them judges sometimes, and especially like you'll see it when kids are involved, but they get charged with this high crime, and the judge is like, I have to work within the confines of the law, and I have to sentence you to the like it is
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's
even
how
if that
the
judge is
judge
Mhm.
gonna operate. I
right.
gotta go. I gotta follow the
I have
guidelines
to
of the
follow
law.
the guidelines of the law. This is bigger
Yeah.
than me. This is bigger than you. This is you keep doing these dumb things and finding yourself in these dumb situations, sir. Well, this is what we have to do.
And bro, you 61 and 3/4, and so you ain't learned your lesson yet. So I guess I'm gonna have to give you 20 years because that's what the law say I need to do.
And let's even be real with that, right? Let's say, okay, he gets out by 70, right? Realistically, what is this man going to do? You've been in there 3 years. You haven't even tried to, like, at least Diddy got in there and pretended like he had a mentor thing, right?
Right.
He's in jail for like, what, 8, 9 months? He started a whole mentor program, okay? We know he was full of shit, but at least you tried. This man is not even trying to do anything.
Now
He's
he's still lying and denying. He's
he's
still lying.
still
He won't
lying.
even come. He won't come clean on nothing.
Nothing. He don't take ownership. He don't take accountability. And at the end of the day, he's not going to. Like that. That is clear.
Well,
You know
the
what I mean?
best thing he can do, he can just go see if Sean can go talk to Hoover. I mean to Wooten, and see if Wooten can take that recidivism off of take that habitual off or the recidivism or whatever you calling it, and that will be the only hope. And then just ask the judge to give him anywhere from 10 to 20 years, because if the judge give him 10 to 20 years, more than likely he'll probably do a solid 10 of that 10, because he's
Like
already done five,
yeah,
he's already done four. So if he like you
three.
said, he'll do a solid 10 on the 15 or 20 year sentence, and then he can get out at 75 and a half or 3/4 or whatever.
But I mean, you might as well give him life because he doesn't have any life skills. He's never held down a job. You look at
But
his
you can't
tax
give people
returns.
life because of that, Vicky.
Yes, you can. It's up to the judge.
Oh
I
God.
know it's up to the judge, but you can't do that. I
Yes, you
mean,
can. Like, first of all, he doesn't have any life skills. He doesn't. He's never contributed anything to society. Okay, just because you have one video, and I'm pretty sure they may even pull that video out in court when it comes down to sentencing his like little mentorship crap he did with Steve. But that was mainly Dion talking. And what did Blank Man do? Sat there and stared, huh?
Yeah, this look awkwardly in the camera with that weird grin
Right.
on his face. He looked like a damn weirdo.
well,
Looking like
he trying to get sympathy, y'all. He trying to look like a beautiful old senior citizen. That's what he trying to look like. And
that's my point. He has not contributed anything to society over the past 40 years. He has not done anything worthwhile. I mean, none of his kids have come. I mean, two out of his six kids have come forward and said, "My father is a menace. Don't let him out." You know
well,
what I'm saying? So
in my opinion, he ought to go in there looking like Moses, like he been looking. Don't shave, don't do nothing, because when he looking like that, he already look like an old beautiful
He
government
do look
slave.
pitiful. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
looked
do
like a
look
government
pitiful.
slave when he doing that, and that's the best thing he'll have going for him. Don't go in there clean cut, because when he cut his hair and stuff, he looks younger than what he is. He looks younger than 60 and 61 and a half. So Uh, he better grow that beard and mustache, and not he better get it. Don't do no grooming that stuff when you go back to court. That ain't helping you none, son. I feel like if you go in there like Shirley went in there with them glasses on and acted like she was a feeble old lady and didn't have no clue
With
about
her
nothing.
pearls, with her
Yeah, didn't
pearls.
even know that this dude name was Lamont Carl or Carl Lamont or whatever his name is.
Carlos Lamont.
Carlos Lamont, you better go in there and act like Shirley, act like you just oblivious to everything and you have no clue about nothing and you want to try to get the sympathy of the jury, then you better start trying to look like a government slave like you've been looking. And
I,
not cut and don't do no grooming.
I'm here to tell you, Shirley has been practicing her I don't know. She has been practicing that in the mirror with different outfits on, different sets of pearls on. She has been practicing I don't know. No, that's not me. That's not my signature. She has been practicing that and is ready for her close up, Mr. DeVille. I mean,
Mm.
at this point in time, she's ready. Him, his I don't knows don't sound believable. He's tried. Started off with I don't know them folks with Dre, and then Miss Thing then told it all. Well, no, you told me you was here, there, and everywhere.
No, right.
And he just, oh, god damn. Like, he's like, I mean, so he's just like, damn, okay. Now you told me you was at a hotel. What? Why would you say that on the
Or even
recorded
when she
line?
starts having those moments of clarity for herself, um, and oh, so um, I don't know if I said it, what I said follows her, but I know me and you do, Vicky. Do you remember when Unfiltered Doll did the thing when Sonya was doing her own little content for those couple of weeks or whatever, and
Yeah.
she was sitting up there and she said that she wasn't giving him no money or anything like that? Did you see the one that Unfiltered Doll did about a month ago? You
Mm-mm.
gotta go in her playlist. She did one where she was playing the Sonya things where she did a pre-recorded one. And I was like, oh snap. I commented in her comments. I was like, yo, I forgot about this because I did
What
go
did
on
what did Sonya
Sonya's
say?
page. Sonya literally was like she has no intention. She was like, oh no, he's a married man. Why would I pay for an attorney for him? But somebody in her comments.
I remember watching that. I
You
Yeah.
remember watching
do, right?
Sonya do
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
right. It was on Sonia's channel, and she pulled like a clip of it during her pre-recording for Unfiltered Doll, and she was showing that what Sonia was saying, and I was like, see, I wish somebody when they do have those moments when they get to get at her on Sylvia's, like you full of crap, and we should find a way for one of Nesto's people to get the fact that you already said way back when that you was not going to help this man when you was sitting up here lying to him talking about stealing this old lady's house and all this other stuff. To be able to pull out a home equity to pay you. She never had any intentions on paying
Allegedly.
for a lawyer with this dude. But even if she had it, she never had any intentions because even whatever little down payment you put, even though we know the RV is probably in her son's name, it doesn't matter. I'm sure you still had to put down a little something, something. He's only 20 something years old. So, how great can his credit be at that age? He doesn't really probably have much of established credit. So, you had to have put down something for that camper. You could have used that if your
That's what I
intentions were
said. She
well.
spend money well what she want to spend money on. She
Mhm.
like y'all saying she couldn't buy them books. She could buy them magazines if she wanted to. And even when they was telling him about Rico on this call, neither one of them believed that Rico was coming.
Mm.
They did not believe that he was gonna
He
get
knew.
charged with a Rico. Yeah,
He
he
knew it was
knew.
coming. He
But
knew
you know,
though.
he played that game with her
He
though, as
played
if
very
he did.
dumb.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he played that dumb game with her, like Rico ain't all they can't charge me with no Rico ain't. I don't know nothing about all
Right.
of that, you know, of course, in her mind, no, he ain't did nothing. He's innocent and everything's civil. But just like ex complicated said, when I looked up them charges, she said, "But we have googled those charges also and seen how many years he can get or
Of
what have."
course. Of course. And I'm gonna tell you who else has. She has. She did her full research on this dude. That's why You don't sit up here and take these people at this damn social media at their work, because everybody's living their best life on social media. I don't even hardly go on social media unless I'm looking for something specific, because you cannot believe it. I have a very good friend for years. We've known each other since we were like literally in like second grade. And on social media, if you looked at this girl, she is a rock star. You got to see them. They be coming at her. Hey, girl, you doing it? Oh my God, y'all are the best looking couple. Yeah, but talk about how when you came to my house and my ex-husband at the time when we were married and he's a cop, you wanted to sit up here and figure out how you could put this nigga in jail because he was putting hands and feet on you. But on social media, y'all traveling the world and he's the best husband and oh my husband, oh my man, my man, my man. And then the next week, you come into my house with a black eye. So at the end of the day, this whole social media thing is how she got so enamored with him. When she met him, she looked him up and she did all went all through his Instagram and if he had Facebook, whatever he had, and she thought she caught a lick because she fell for the okey doke, not even knowing, even down to her on her social media, wasn't she putting filters on all of her pictures and stuff like that? Like
Every page filtered to the
you
gods.
you knew that you was living your fake life, but for whatever reason, you really thought he was living his best life. No, he was full of crap. He was a scammer. But because you thought, oh, he had a few thousand people following him, yeah, because he made it his business to have his wife in all of his damn social media so that he can establish a name for himself and then try to do a little branching out on his own. But at the end of the day, when it came to something big, it was always my wife, my wife, my wife, because everybody knew who she was. And then people knew with her putting up pictures on her social media, which she wasn't doing. Y'all had what's her name, Dominique, doing that or whatever. Now people are googling him to see who he is, and you thinking by these front shell corporations he's got going on with the security business and the barber shop. They everybody thought he was bigger than what he was, and that's what she thought. She really thought she was going to be a well kept woman, a kept woman by a well to do man, and he's a
Child.
bum. And he's a bum. he's a whole
Child.
he's a
Lord
whole bum.
Jesus. But
Okay.
anyway, y'all give me y'all last thoughts because I'm still an hour over, and I actually do have to get up early in the morning and go to an
Final
appointment
thoughts. I'm
tomorrow.
glad to have you back, and I'm glad you did what you did for your father. At least
Absolutely.
he got to go out, not just being out there on the streets. And I'm glad you stepped
Right,
in for your family. Where even it may not have been something that you want to do, and it may be something that I could change my mind on later on. I
right,
don't think so,
right.
at the present time, but I'm proud of you for I'm proud of you. And I'm
Yeah,
sorry
yeah.
again. I'm
You
sorry for
know,
your loss, and I hope that everybody is just recovering. Those who haven't gotten over, there may be some hangups that with him that he may be, he wasn't an ever present father or whatever the situation is. I just hope that you, your family, and everybody else is grieving properly. And but I want to say that I'm proud of you, and I appreciate you for stepping up and at least letting him go out with some dignity.
Yeah,
right. And
absolutely.
I forgave him a long time ago, so I wouldn't. I was just being hateful, and stubborn. I was just, really, I was just like, I had that mindset. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing. But like I said, you never say never because you never know how you really gonna feel when that time comes. So that's why, I'm not trying to make you do nothing or anything. But I just know when you have a good heart, sometimes, child, it takes over. I'm gonna just put it like that.
Yeah, it does, and sometimes it'll bite you in the ass, and that's
Right, right.
unfortunately that's what's been happening to me lately. A lot
Yeah.
of things have my My good heart has been, you just find out things about people that it's like, well, damn,
Right.
you feel like
Yeah, you got to
you've
balance
been,
it out. You definitely got to balance it out.
yeah, exactly. So
Or you
a good,
will be taken advantage of. Trust me
it,
when I
it
tell you that.
It happens. Well, I want to, like I said, thank you for coming live. To answer your question, Nesto Shackle Shuffles. Sometime soon. I don't know when. Sometime soon. I wanted to go live for my birthday, but I was out of town, and I said, hell no. My mama wouldn't have let me do it anyway. But I said what I said. Miss Bookie down. Chat. Y'all have a good evening.
And
Yes.
thank you for coming up, Vicky. I appreciate you always supporting me. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Good night, y'all.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, my final thoughts is that these are two people were two peas in a pod. This always reminds me this situation in life when we always hear that phrase, "There's somebody for everybody."
Mm-hmm.
Boy, they meet their soulmates. Ain't that something? God is
Mm-hmm.
good all the time. All the time, God is good. Okay. He met his match. I'm telling you. And this is why I even teach my boys, man, watch how you move because I'm telling you, if nobody else, if you think you get in the way, if nobody else sees your movement, God sees your movement. And when you need to be humbled, you will be humbled. And to piggyback off of Vicky, I'm glad that you let God be God. Because like you said, the Bible teaches us honor thy mother and thy father, and your days will be
Would be
longer.
long. That's
And
right.
that's it, and that's all. None of us were made to be perfect parents. I don't know where your dad was or how old he was when you were created, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, and it's not to make an excuse for him. That is something that God is dealing with him with, right? And when it's all said and done, not my monkey, not my circus. You still my dad. I did what I
Right.
had to do to make sure you went out properly, and that's it, and that's all. You know what I mean? And God is, you already know it, but if you don't, God is, He's already blessing you, and He's gonna continue to bless you for that. We
Oh
all have
yes,
to be
ma'am. Yes,
humble.
ma'am. He
We
wake
all
me up
have
every
to
day. That's a blessing. But let me ask
be.
you this, Boogie Down.
Yes,
Have you ever heard of the Harlem Stars since you're from New York?
yes, I have. I
Well,
have.
he actually played with that professional team. He actually played with the Harlem Stars when he was younger.
Oh
When
wow.
when I was born, he was playing with them.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
we got royalty up on here. Okay, we got some royalty. I love
So
it.
do New York still honor that team? Do they are they like did they go down in history or anything or because you know the Harlem Stars,
Well, they're the Harlem
the
Globetrotters.
Harlem Globetrotters are very
Yes,
famous, but you know
right.
the Harlem Stars never really got the fame or the recognition that the Harlem
Right.
Globetrotters did.
Well,
But
that's what it is. But when you even when you Google them and you look, they still pay the Harlem Globetrotters. They pay homage to the
to the
Harlem
Harlem
Stars.
Stars, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Now,
that's
let
how
me ask
great he
you, was
was
your
in
dad was
sports.
he from New York or is that
Mm-mm,
the team he was
mm-mm.
playing? Okay.
Well, when he
Okay.
went to college, he was always great in sports, and so when he went
Wow.
and he passed that on to my son and my brother and all my nephews. But
Okay.
he was just that good in college, and they actually recruited
Oh, God bless him. That's
him.
what's
Hmm.
up right there.
Yeah,
That's what's up. And you know what? Last but not least, not to even keep piggybacking because I know you got to go. But you know what? And sometimes, even with that, right? Even
hmm,
in his version of fame, you know what? There's no rule book to it. He probably just didn't know how to act. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So, again, you know, if nothing else, and it sounds like you've done it already, but all you can do is forgive that and
right.
forgive him for that. And like I said, at the end of the day, we all gonna close our eyes for our final time. And whomever your maker is, whomever your master is, you got to be holding to them. And at the end, he will be dealt with in accordance. But as far as
That's
you,
right.
that you will continue to be blessed because that is not your assignment. Like God tells us to give him our worries and our trespasses and he will
Hmm.
deal with it. You got to trust in that process. You know what I'm saying? And that's the end
Exactly.
of the
It's not
story.
your job. And
Not
at the end of the day, none of us are perfect either. And I'm sure our kids got some complaints about us, not the same complaints.
That's
But
right.
they all kids have complaints about their parents.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, it depends on what day of the week you talk to
That's
mine.
right. And in the day eyesight, we all fall short of glory with them, child. You can't please
Absolutely.
them.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Because I told mine all the time, you would think I dropped you on your damn head, but I promise you I didn't. But I
Right.
should have. But I should have. But it's been a blessing, and I'm glad to be able to come up and shout you out. And this was hilarious. I always, me, I'm not a fan of the song you called, but I had to
Me
come up.
either.
And 'cause this one here was a good one. This was a goodie that you pulled up. So I appreciated that. But have a
Yes.
good one.
Shout out to phone calls from prison.
Yes.
And you know what? Let me send you a private message.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a message, and when you click on the chat, it's gonna be under your name.
Okay.
So just answer that for me in the chat before you leave.
Okay. Well, you got my email, right?
Yeah, but I'm so nosy. I want to know right now.
Okay. Let me see. You funny as hell.
You already know what the question is anyway. But
I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you. I ain't even gonna answer you.
you're
Let me
not
tell
gonna.
you something. I would say this. And
Okay,
I'm
well, child,
sorry
email.
that
Oh yeah. Do you want to do an interview next week on Waiting to Exhale?
what day you want to do it on?
We come on Wednesdays. Do you have time to do an interview?
I can do it as long as it's my time between. I can do it before on a Wednesday. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Because you normally come on like 1 o'clock your time, which is two
Yeah,
o'clock my
yeah, two
time,
o'clock
right?
your time. Yeah.
I should be good. Yeah,
Okay,
I should be
okay.
good.
So how long can you give us?
Um, till about 4 o'clock my time, so I can give
Oh,
you a
okay,
couple hours.
cool. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we only on a couple of hours. We're only on for 2 hours, so that'll be
Okay.
perfect. So
Well,
I'll
I'll
be
email
emailing
you
you.
that. Yeah. And I'm gonna give you my number so you can call me and we gonna talk about that question. But I'm gonna leave that
I think I got my answer. You go, girl. But thank you for
there.
coming on the panel tonight. You done
Always,
made me
always,
smile again, child. I see you.
always.
Listen, child, I see you at the bar.
I know that's right. You definitely will. Have a good one, and everybody in the chat be blessed. Have a good night.
All right,
And
Boogie
look at
down.
this one here. Nesto talking about. I want to know too. Mind your business. Go to bed, lady. Y'all have a good one.
All right, good night. And I want to thank everybody for coming out, for supporting the channel tonight. I know I don't come on as often as I need to, but you guys be seeing me around the YouTube streets. You know I be all on everybody's panel, and it's not an excuse not to pay homage to my own channel, but I'm coming back slowly but surely, y'all. And I do appreciate everybody for coming out and supporting me. And if you're on the replay, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and turn on your notifications so you'll know whenever I come on. And if you're not a subscriber to the Waiting to Excel channel, it's a women's empowerment channel. And you guys just heard Boogie Down say that I can interview her. So we'll be having an exclusive interview. And that's the channel that I have with Elder Vaughn. She got Elder Vaughn in the chat tonight. So that's the channel that I have with my partner, Elder Vaughn. And we're going to be, look like we're going to be interviewing Miss Boogie Down. And I've been trying to do one interview per month, and she's so graciously accepted, and it's going to allow me to do that. So y'all come on to the Waiting to Excel channel, and next Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and come here and see what she have to say. I think it's going to be more of a business-like interview, and maybe try to give out some tips. But we all know Miss Boogie Down is very talented, and she has a lot to say. So I'm really interested in. Can't wait to interview her and see how it's all going to go. But for right now, guys, I want to say good night to everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. And once again, I can't thank you guys enough for all the love that you showed me, all the condolences that you've given me. I do appreciate each and every last one of them. And good night, everybody. Let me bring on my outro song, and then I'll see you guys. Next week on Waiting to Exhale.
I said what I said, no rewind, no regrets. Talking truth, spilling tea, keeping eyes on the press. Headlines heating up, yeah, the drama's widespread, but we break it all down. stars, crime scenes to red carpets. No filter, no fluff, just the real and the hardest. If it's in the news, then you know we on it fast. I said what I said, and we're built to make it last. I said what I said, no rewind, no regrets. Talking truth, spilling tea, keeping eyes on the press. Headlines heating up, yeah, the drama's widespread. But we break it all down, cause we stay in ahead. Said what I said. Truth don't care who it offends. See you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay loud, stay bold, stay real. Said what I said. Whoa. Said what I said. Don't care who it offends. See you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.